I'd like to hear their explanations.
Okay. Gonna be hopefully finishing. I think I have much more to go in the story here for 2.5, so I'm gonna be finishing that in just a second here. Get some of this other stuff out of the way. Okay. Passes.
Nice.
Couch is supposed to be orange, red, not orange. Color's a little bit better now. Okay, that's all I've done. Let's go back into the story. POV here.
I'd like to hear their explanations.
Welcome, Miss Lingshaw. I am Preceptor Tauron.
Greetings, my honored preceptor. It's been a while since we last touched base. I've brought a friend with me today. I believe you're already familiar with each other.
Tauron? What? Elder Tauron? I remember when I was exiled, you were on the verge of passing on.
What's with this new look?
All of this is thanks to your past life. Had you not been so rash, I wouldn't have had to walk such a dangerous road to free our clan, becoming this specter of my former self. Don Hung, you've returned twice, but it seems that meeting us fossils wasn't on your agenda. Regrettable indeed. Now here you are to meet me anyway. Life does love its ironies, doesn't it?
I didn't come here with Miss Lingsha today to reminisce.
Indeed. When the Cauldron Master extends an invitation, it's only proper for the Preceptors to attend.
As the newly appointed Cauldron Master, there's been much to take care of within the Alchemy Commission. It's only now that I've had the chance to speak with you. Please forgive the delay, Elder. I sent over some evidence regarding the prison break in the Shackling prison. I trust you've already looked it over.
Yes. You sent us the remains of Mara-struck soldiers, a map of the Shackling prison, and a semblance reversion essence pill.
These are the remains of assassins who used Cloud Hymn magic to conceal their tracks. They aided in the Borison's escape, allowing them unimpeded passage through the Shackling prison. That marked-up map is a map of prisoners' escape routes. Vidyadhara craftsmen once made blueprints for the prison's construction, so I imagine, Mr. Tauran, you have a similar map in your possession. This pill.
Is semblance reversion essence. Indeed. I helped plot the prison break in the Shackling prison.
So, the disciples of Sanctus Medicus joining forces with the Lord Ravager to stir up trouble in the Alchemy Commission, the introduction of the Stellaron, and the Ambrosial Arbor's resurrection all have something to do with the Vidyadhara.
That's right. You were sent here by the General to hear my confession, weren't you? If there's even a shred of empathy in you, you should understand the reasons behind everything I've done. Ever since the sedition of Imbibitor Lunae, the population of the Vidyadhara has dwindled. With the High Elder exiled, a few of us Preceptors had to do what we could to turn the tide. My methods might have been drastic, perhaps even incomprehensible. But it was all for one cause. The survival of the Vidyadhara. Yet, the Xianzhou natives zealously forbid any plague marks and did nothing while the Vidyadhara suffered. Don Hung, Lingsha, as Vidyadhara, you should understand the desperation behind my actions. All I've tried to do is to ensure our survival.
I'm well aware of the challenges the Vidyadhara face. Fighting for survival isn't a sin. But Elder, your actions have gone beyond mere survival. You've become a beast driven solely by the propagation, devoid of even a hint of empathy.
Oh. Despite calling ourselves a noble draconic bloodline, at our core, we're merely bipedal beasts. The survival of our kind is paramount. If I hadn't resorted to beastly actions, the Vidyadhara might not even exist. The sages show no mercy, as the old wisdom goes. When the High Elder abandoned our people's survival, I had to shoulder the world's sins alone. Lingsha, Don Hung, the past is behind us, but the future of the Vidyadhara still lies within your grasp. The situation on the Xianzhou Luofu has changed rapidly. As Vidyadhara, we must unite in purpose and avoid the mistakes of the previous Imbibitor Lunae.
I was initially skeptical about the Vidyadhara's betrayal of the Alliance. But after hearing your confession, I realized that there is no point in talking about trust. Breaking the covenant of our alliance will bring war upon the Vidyadhara. Even if we are able to have offspring again, what difference will it make?
Once my plan succeeds, the Alliance will see the Vidyadhara as their saviors, because both parties ultimately share the same interests.
So now that survival won't convince us, you want to talk about interests?
For 1,000 years, the Alliance has been engaged in brutal warfare against the denizens of abundance. Yet victory has remained beyond reach. Have you ever wondered why? Should the Alliance emerge victorious, they will inevitably become the next denizens of abundance. However, if they suffer defeat, the Alliance will face extinction. Thus, the Alliance has deceitfully upheld this precarious balance. However, I have a way to escape from this dilemma. The Alliance's path to salvation lies within the secret of dragon transmutation. Imagine if there were a way to transform other life forms into Vidyadhara. The Alliance would then possess an endless stream of soldiers. It would not need to worry about casualties. Once the war ended, these soldiers would cease reproduction, eliminating concerns of overpopulation. This is the way to salvation for the Xianzhou
Bro,
Alliance.
you've gone off the deep end.
The ultimate path to end the universe's suffering under the immortality plague. Only we, the Vidyadhara, can achieve this.
So, you relied on this rhetoric to manipulate the ignorant members of the Vidyadhara into serving you. I am deeply disappointed in you, Elder. Your thoughts and intentions are completely devoid of empathy. Cloud Knights!
Hold it.
Miss Bailu!
Milo, what are you doing here?
Mr. Dunhung and Sister Lingsha! Everyone's here?
You think I don't know why you're really here? Jing Yuan sent you here to test me, didn't he? According to the oath between the Alliance and the Vidyadhara, it's forbidden to spill Vidyadhara blood on their own territory. Are you all ready to violate this oath in the presence of the Lawfu's High Elder?
Dragon Lady, there's no need to panic. Elder, the Vidyadhara's sacred grounds and the High Elder are not to be used as pawns in exchange for your life.
You talk a big game. As if you have the nation and the people's best interests at heart. But when it really matters, you use a small girl as your shield. It's ridiculously pitiful.
Damn. Dunhung throwing down.
I've said it before. Survival is never a sin. We're all Vidyadhara, so you should understand my intentions. And as a Vidyadhara, I will leave for you a dignified solution. Leave the Scale Gorge waterscape immediately, and appeal to the top echelons of the Alliance. Let the 6 charioteers hold a trial, and sentence me to exuviation and rebirth.
I see right through your plans, Mr. Tauron. Vidyadhara rebirth erases past crimes, but I'm well aware of the Preceptor's dirty tricks during rebirth. You might not be you, but you will still be you. I won't forgive myself for past sins under the pretext of knowing nothing, nor will I allow you to evade accountability.
Dan Heng, I've always disliked your inability to see the bigger picture. Rebirth hasn't changed you one bit.
Miss Bailu, as High Elder of the Lawfu Vidyadhara, please share your thoughts at this moment.
I don't want to stay here. I'm tired of being pushed around. I'm not some puppet to be controlled. Please, take me away with you.
I understand. As the oath dictates, members of the Alliance are forbidden from harming Vidyadhara here. But I've long since severed ties with the Alliance. Right now, I'm simply a nameless, free to come and go as I please. The oath of the Xianzhou means nothing to the spear in my hand.
Shit, son!
Get them! Do whatever it takes! Make sure they don't leave here alive.
I'm gonna have to actually retreat from this, and I didn't realize until I already walked into that cutscene that Lingsha fucking replaced Firefly.
Don't be nervous.
There we go. Okay, let's try that again. We'll just... Oh, okay, cool. That's surprisingly different. Normally, if you exit the battle like that, you have to watch all of the cutscenes again, but
Get them!
it's actually
Do whatever it takes! Make sure they don't leave
I mean, you
here
could
alive.
skip them anyway, so it's not like a huge deal. It's kind of nice.
Time to show you what I can really do. Azure Dragon, White Tiger, eating less carbs. Watch this!
Target sighted. All units on alert. Prime, detonate!
Like fireflies to a flame, I will fight for myself until everything burns to ashes! I shall set the seas ablaze! Live to fight! Fight to live! Pardon my manners.
Time to cleanse the filth. Wouldn't you agree?
Let the show begin!
This is more than a battle. I shall set the seas ablaze!
Secret of the Saints.
Please, allow me to purge the root of this problem. Both body and mind. Be pure.
I would really like to get Lingsha, but I also really want to make sure I get Yappa.
Yours, stubborn one. The truth burns clear as a flame.
I'm still considering it, but we'll see. I might just try and fully build up my Gallagher instead.
Everything in this world is merely fleeting.
Take your positions.
Better not underestimate me! Firefly, type 4, in position. Live to fight! Fight to live!
Immortality.
Dragon Lady, are you alright?
I'm fine. Thank you for rescuing me.
You actually came here in person?
Alright, General.
Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to hear your lofty opinions. The public trial you seek with the 6 charioteers is inevitable. In addition, I'll write to the sage queller of the Feng Hu. With her hatred for evil, I'm sure she will make a just decision.
If it's her, She will earn the respect and assent of all the Vidyadhara on the Lafu.
In terms of martial prowess, you indeed have the upper hand. But if you're under the impression that this advantage can be used to settle the score with us preceptors, that's quite an overestimation. Given the Vidyadhara's foundation within the Alliance, do you really think you can do anything to us? As I mentioned, I'll take all the blame and become the scapegoat. With the secrets I possess, the interrogation alone will take an eternity. And in the end, through various exchanges of interest, I am certain to survive. You understand this better than anyone, as it's the very art of trade-offs you love to wield. Lastly, a word of caution to you. I heard that Hule has escaped from prison and is headed directly for the Sky Splitter. The bloodshed at the war dance is bound to be gruesome.
We've gone back in
Perhaps,
time.
even before my
story here a
trial,
little bit.
your impeachment will have you in dire straits first.
Regrettably, Mr. Tauron, the Sky Splitter only hosted Cloud Knights today. No audience. And just moments ago, Hule was executed by the Cloud Knights.
Okay, so now we're caught up. Womp womp. Okay, back to Stell. Operation Wolf Hunt Showdown has ended. The messengers from the Realm Keeping Commission are... Meanwhile, the Alchemy Commission, Rain is mourning for someone. Jesus Christ, can you...
Miss March! Miss March! My dear Miss March! I was only in the bathroom for a little bit, and you've already arranged my death? Hey, can't you play some normal games with Dragon Lady?
Stell is such an idiot. Oh my god. Oh, it's a zombie.
Are you amused?
Yes.
All right, enough
Yes, I am,
playing.
March.
It's time to visit my masters. The infirmary is right over there. You can go by yourselves. Oh, come back and visit me when you have time. Next time, let's not play overly realistic make-believe with this doofus, okay?
They substituted my... She substituted my name with this doofus. I love it.
Well, there's not much I could do. General Fei Xiao didn't really give me any chance to shine during this wolf hunt operation. If I had been in the ring, I could have knocked down 10 Hules with just one strike.
You sound exactly like Master Yenqing. But for now, both
Yay
he
for
and
still
Yun
getting
Li have
more
been forced
dialogue,
to go to
though.
the Alchemy Commission for some well-needed rest. I'm the least accomplished in swordplay, but I came out unscathed. I really ought to thank my masters for taking all the blows on my behalf.
Okay. Where to find Lingsha?
Look who's here. The beloved Trailblazer and the charming March 7th. You came to the Alchemy Commission today. Oh, I get it. You are here with March to visit her masters, aren't you?
Exactly. How are my masters doing at the moment?
Unfortunately, only one master is here. I'm doing fine.
Hey, watch your words! Don't you
Look at
jinx
him,
my
man.
master!
His injuries weren't that severe. But, well, he'll still need some more time to rest. Considering the intense battle with Hule,
Yang King.
and then with General Feixiao, the rigorous sparring session with her, his small body couldn't take it anymore.
Master Yun Li, didn't you also engage in combat?
The little babies from the Luofu just don't have the resilience that us kids from the Juming have.
I heard from Modza about the tough battle against the wolf troopers. You fought alongside Modza. Did you get hurt?
The enemies were mostly taken care of by General Feixiao. Now that I think about it, I didn't really have a chance to get hurt.
I can guess why. General Feixiao is just too strong.
No, because I'm such a badass.
Yun Li, go and lie down.
Got it, Lingsha.
What about that smiley fox healer?
Oh yeah.
And the guy with the hood?
Thank
Moshe.
goodness you and the others found Yao Cho. He lost a lot of blood and needs to rest properly.
So he didn't
He
die.
and
Okay,
Modza
that's good.
are seriously wounded. I've had to forcibly confine them to the Alchemy Commission. All three from the Yaoqing are critically injured. But fortunately, the Xianzhou Laofu has a miraculous healer lady. It's a silver lining in this misfortune.
It looks like the entire delegation from the Xianzhou Yaoqing is gathered at the Alchemy Commission. Why don't we go see General Feixiao and bring her some fruit?
I would normally say no, because they need to rest. But alas, what can you do when the two of them have a leader who's just as restless? General Feixiao just slipped out of the recovery room. She thinks she's so sneaky, but I know everything that happens in the Alchemy Commission. If you're looking to meet her, the luminescent depths might be your best bet. I spotted her heading that way earlier.
The sound of those footsteps. They must belong to General Feixiao. Out and about, despite the doctor's orders.
What a coincidence. Someone else who refuses to listen to the
Moshe just-
doctor's orders.
Skulking around in the background
Well,
there.
being a doctor myself, I don't think my knowledge of my own body is inferior to the Dragon Lady's.
The healer does not heal himself. Don't try to act tough in front of me. I'm sorry, Jiao Cho. I didn't expect you to use poison that way. What a miscalculation. If only I'd found you sooner. If only I hadn't sent you to the shackling prison.
The way you're speaking, is this really the Feixiao I know? Or could it be a Borisin assassin, imitating your voice to take my life?
Jiao Cho, your eyes.
Oh shit.
You You can't see anymore, can you?
I can still clearly hear the sound of the waves. That's enough for me. Don't blame yourself.
He barely opened his eyes. He is normal anyway,
You know
I
what
guess,
I'm more
but
concerned about?
shit.
Has your body had any changes since you swallowed the Crimson Moon?
I'm not sure. There don't appear to be any changes. However, the many doubts that once plagued me have dissipated.
I never thought I'd live to hear you discuss your health again. But thanks to Morza and that child, the price I've paid seems trivial compared to what we've achieved. I hold no grievances, Fei Xiao. I am content.
I don't know how to offer words of comfort, nor do I know much about curing others' ailments. I am just a warrior, so my pledge to you is simple.
An eye for an eye.
So you were here too.
In this vast universe, there's bound to be someone who can heal your eyes. I'll find them. But until then...
The threat behind all this chaos needs to be dealt with. You must already have some ideas. Let them out.
The resurgence of the Sanctus Medicus and the gathering of the Borison are merely distractions orchestrated by an unseen force, meant to divide the Alliance's attention. Unfortunately, they picked the wrong fight this time. Once we return to the Yaoqing, I'll personally lead the Verdant Knights into battle. I vow to take down a Lord Ravager and teach the Ruined Legion the true meaning of the hunt.
I knew it. You've always been so impatient.
I'm glad he didn't die, but damn. Meanwhile, at the seat of divine foresight...
I apologize for my tardiness, once again. The Alchemy Commission detained me for some time for a health examination. They released me only after ensuring I was in good condition.
Oh, General, seeing you safe and sound puts our minds at ease. Hulei's escape caused significant upheaval and forced the war dance to be put on hold. A truly unforeseen disaster. Fortunately, the younger generation showed their valor. They bravely tackled the crisis, putting an end to the disaster and providing a glimmer of hope in a dire situation.
Before Master Diviner Fu Xuan's departure for the Yutre, I consulted with her about the war dance. She left a note stating, "The hexagram oscillates between thunder and heaven, a sign of great power, assuring us that we would successfully navigate any challenges." She advised me to trust the younger generation's abilities and let them lead. Her predictions, it appears, have come true. It's just... the Xianzhou Luofu's long-standing duty of keeping Hulei imprisoned ended with his death on the Sky Splitter. This event is likely to bring much criticism from the Alliance's upper ranks.
However, Hulei's demise might actually be a blessing in disguise. Broadcasting this news could derail the Borison's resurgence and quash the ambitions of those who wish to take advantage of his return. Hand over Hulei's remains to the Xianzhou Yaoqing, and I'll handle the explanations to the Alliance. But what about the war dance? While the wolf hunt mission was a success, the events on the Sky Splitter remain a secret. However, the news of the Borison's attacks on the streets will spread like wildfire.
The war dance was interrupted, so it must be reconvened. As for the people who witnessed the attacks, beyond placating them, we also need to show them the Xianzhou Cloud Knight's fearless dedication. On the war dance's opening day, Rogue Borison attempted to stir up panic, but was swiftly neutralized by the Merlin's Claw and the Cloud Knights. A genuine tale of heroism that will captivate and calm the public.
As Elder Huayan suggests, the Law Fu will do its best to heal the wounded and compensate those who were affected. We aim to reopen the war dance in the coming weeks.
This settles the immediate concerns on the Law Fu, but my thoughts linger on the orchestrator behind these events. From the onset of the Ambrosial Arbor crisis, the Xianzhou Law Fu has experienced numerous disturbances, directly linked to the Lord Ravager Fantelia.
Her attempt to infiltrate the Xianzhou with the Borison and sway the Lawfu preceptors to join the Sanctus Medicus's insurrection was unsuccessful. But I have a feeling that she is indifferent to the success of her plans.
Rather than outright victory, Fantelia's motives seem to lie in breeding discord and chaos among allies. Should the Alliance fail to mend these rifts, it risks disintegrating into a pile of sand.
The goal of the Xianzhou Alliance has not changed for thousands of years. Perhaps we should point the weapon in our hand toward this new adversary. I plan to bring this matter before the Marshal following the war dance.
With Elder Huayan's insight, one wonders how the Marshal will react.
It's clear we're engaged in a game of chess not seen in thousands of Amber eras. A game where even the strategists become pawns in battle, where the stakes are as high as the fates of countless stars in the sky. Predicting the Marshal's decision is beyond me, yet she's well aware of our concerns. She has tasked General Yao Guang with performing extrapolations day and night to gauge the situation comprehensively. We gathered today not just to tackle the Law Fu's predicaments, but also to address a matter requiring our collective presence. Yao Guang has sent a message from the Xianzhou Yuchui, informing us that she wishes to share the results of recent calculations she made within the Matrix. Jing Yuin,
The Matrix.
I'd like to borrow the seat of Divine Foresight's chessboard for this purpose.
An ancient bell has been struck in the depths of the Zhangzhou Yongke. Thus, light bursts from the chessboard's grid. Oh my god, how
everyone.
fast!
It's been a long time. Over 3 decades have passed since we last convened. And I've dearly missed each of you generals during this time.
Oh, this is a new character, I think.
Was the Seer strategist thinking of us or thinking of the fates we're destined for?
The Merlin's Claw. As blunt as always. Though, not everyone's cup of tea, huh?
Why does it sound like it's...
You once told Jing Yuan, you're lucky that I'm the one who came this time. If it were the Seer strategist, this conversation might not be so friendly. I am intrigued. Did the conversation really come to pass?
Why does it sound like Silverwolf?
I've never heard anyone mention that the Decalite reflection barrier could eavesdrop on even the quietest whispers. It appears that the Marshal sent not just 2 generals to the Law Fu, but an uninvited 3rd guest as well.
People have been saying that Mr. Jing Yuan's intellect shines as brightly as the Seer strategist's. With the Laofu caught in such strife, the Yuchwei couldn't just stand by and watch.
Seer strategist, our time with the Yellow Bell is limited. Let's get straight to the point.
Alright. Thanks to Mr. Jing Yuan, the interrogation of the 2 prisoners on the Yuchwei has concluded. Mr. Jing Yuan's speculations were correct. Of the crimes they confessed to, planting a Stellaron on the Laofu was a complete fabrication meant to mislead. Their real aim was to secure a meeting with the Marshal to present their Godslayer protocol, a strategy they firmly believe in.
And what was this grand strategy proposed by Jing Liu and that traveler?
The narrative they painted was vast and difficult to put into words. It all revolves
What's all the
around
weird
the
text in
coffin
here?
of the blonde traveler. To be precise, it's the remnants of the propagation.
The remains of the swarm author?
More accurately, it's a fragment of the divine body. In the future they depicted, this fragment serves as the final nail, sealing the fate of the plague's author and securing its doom. Before reaching that point, battling the gods necessitates a larger alliance. Hence, they sought out an ally for the Xianzhou. I assume you've all heard of the famed Genius Society member number 81, Ron Mei, haven't you? The Eye of the Yuchwei has just seen this uninvited guest arrive
Ron
on the
Mei.
Xianzhou Laofu. 3, 2, 1. Right on time. Now, as for the best way to receive our distinguished guest, I'll leave that in your capable hands.
Do you remember your name?
My name is Tingyun.
Wait, what?
I serve as an ambassador of the Whistling Flames Merchant Guild on the Xianzhou Laofu.
That's how it ends? Yun Li is... That's where you hit. Oh my... What the fuck? Yanmei, what are you doing? That's one way to end that. Jesus Christ, okay. I wonder what's gonna happen in the next version. What that was setting up for. Hey, Yunli's actually here. Let's go talk to Yunli. He's also face palming. You're sleepy? Now we just need Yunli and Clara here at the same time. We can have our 2 barefoot little
I'm here.
girls.
I didn't get a wink of sleep last night.
You have very dark circles under your eyes.
I looked in the mirror before I came and didn't see any.
Drink some of Himiko's coffee.
Huh? Can coffee get rid of dark circles under your eyes? No, appreciate the gesture, but I'll pass. Actually, after I got your invitation, I couldn't stop imagining what the Express looked like on the inside. I got so excited about it that I couldn't fall asleep all night. Before you came, I already had a look around. I know it wasn't appropriate, but I just couldn't help myself.
You're free to come whenever you want.
Better keep your word. Huh? I'll be coming often.
She just sounds like a...
I'll be coming often.
Just sounds like a small Navia. I love it. Holy shit, though. I was not expecting that kind of drop at the... And oops, I'm on the wrong side of the expressor. That kind of drop at the end of that story, though. Shit. Ooh, there's a photo of Sparkle here now. You fail to see anything that resembles a diary. And find out that's what Stella was looking for. Okay, well, we completed the main story, but we still have the Luminary War Dance. It's the event that accompanies this, so... A lot of this to explore, a lot of... We haven't unlocked any of these yet, even though we've been through some of those areas. So it looks like it's going to force us to actually start here, which means we'll have to actually start the quest here before we explore it.
Are requested to prepare for security checks in advance. Please remove your personal items and follow the guidance of our staff to complete the security.
Choose star picking experience with the competitors.
Oh, random message from March. Rain, do you remember why we came to the LeFou this time? Witness you as Swordmaster. Of course I do, to witness you becoming the Express's greatest Swordmaster. That was important too, but that's not our original reason, was it? We originally came as VIP guests to take part in the war dance. Then, as expected, we ran into accidents. We successfully captured Hulea on the Sky Splitter, and Genuine decided to formally hold the war dance for real. I have 2 masters that got me nice benefits, so I've managed to get 2 staff passes for you and Don Hung. You can come straight to the Sky Splitter backstage without any trouble. I'm amazing, right? Where's my praise? So good about backstage. I feel like spectators should keep their distance from competitors. That's weird. That's pretty much what Dan Hong said, but you'll be able to see all kinds of things backstage that you won't be able to see anywhere else. You know the Zhen Xiao saying, a minute on stage is 10 years of hard work off stage. What? Who says that? Forget it. I don't care if you two come or not. I'm going back to training. Chat later.
A rare opportunity. Let's check out the backstage of the Sky Splitter. Maybe there's something exciting going on backstage that you won't be able to see from the spectator seats.
Oh gosh, Stella's plotting. Sometime later. Oh, did this just teleport me somewhere? Oh, it did. Oh, it teleported me to a different area, the new area backstage. Okay, well, let's explore the area that we were already in before.
Visitors are requested to prepare for security checks in advance.
I still prefer the Radiant Feldspar.
Items and follow the guidance of our staff.
The Sky Splitter doesn't look nearly as good as the Radiant Feldspar. That's my ship, baby. If you like the Radiant Feldspar, then go back to that ship. Ah, come on. I have the right to say I don't like something. You've just bored and you're already complaining. It's so exhausting traveling with you.
I still prefer the Radiant Feldspar.
Northern Beggar. Master Beggar. Greetings. I have a question requiring your help. Have you seen a person with a ram's horn aboard the Star Splitter? I have, but I'm not sure if it's the same person. You have? I doubt there's a second person with a ram's horn stuck on their head, but I haven't seen him. I shall describe the person in greater detail. It's a ram's horn on top of their head, wearing a monocle, donning a crown of fire, draped in an elegant robe, alabaster white gloves, and very expensive boots, topped off with a daunting aura of a powerful warrior. Isn't that just Duke Inferno? You'll probably never see him again. Why so serious? Southern Emperor promised me that he'd meet me here after some banquet. That Southern Emperor didn't really say much, but I could tell he was extraordinary from those few lines. He said on the dark net that we'd meet up. From his demeanor, I can tell he isn't one to renege on his words. Not that this was a wasted trip anyway. Just look at you, young miss. One glance at your countenance, and I can tell you're not an ordinary person. Right now, there's a famished, homeless person standing before you. Use your common sense. Shouldn't it be time to offer me something? You're filthy, I'm leaving. You're trying to fleece someone nice like me? That's not even a seg, it's a non sequitur. I mean, lady, internet friends are temporary, but begging for food is forever. Don't worry, I'm not one of those pesky, low-class beggars. You have my personal guarantee that all emotional values are clearly marked. Let me see, it's better if we just had a chat. Alright, what do you want to talk about? Everything's fair game, but let's stay away from client confidentiality stuff. The Zhenxiao Luofu is a proverbial utopia. How are there still beggars? You're right, Luofu is long eliminated poverty, but now absolutely no one has to beg for a warm bed and a hot meal, which is what makes begging even more meaningful. If someone writes just for a living, he will never be elevated to a master of his profession. If one robs for survival, he will never gain notoriety as a feared bandit. The same principle applies. If I begged for lodging and food, I'd never become a grand beggar. Is it because I can choose not to beg? That being a beggar is a way of life? A professional choice? A lifelong pursuit? Your way of deriving satisfaction is weird. You're mistaken. I do not lack satisfaction. I do it for the satisfaction of the Luofu citizens. Animals instinctively help one another, but life on the Luofu is just too perfect. Just think about it. When everyone is fed and clothed, how can they satisfy their instinctual need to help? Indeed, you can make donations to this Thalas's Hope Elementary School. Helps those brave little mer kids escape their treacherous trench. But that will take many years before you see results. Modern folk require more instant gratification than that. But if you choose to give me that money, I will be able to afford a delicious meal this instant. And because I'm unemployed, I really need this money. Since giving money to those who need it is an act of kindness, why does it matter who it's given to? You got it now? Begging is a noble way of life. I'm fulfilling my client's emotional value and performing an act of kindness. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that friend you're looking for. I've never actually seen him in person. He's just an internet friend I knew on the interstellar dark net. Honestly, we're not even that close. We only connect because of shared interests. Our common ground lies in discussing ways to destroy the world. What? Since then, we gathered a small following, including me. There are 4 of us called the 4 Greats. We all have our own specialties: Eastern Heretic, Western Venom, Southern Emperor, and Northern Beggar. You'll get it immediately. I'm that Northern Beggar, and the person I'm waiting for is the Southern Emperor. I scoff at the other 2, but this Southern Emperor is a mysterious one. He rarely speaks and has some sort of inexplicable pervasiveness to him. Could he really be some big shot? The Southern Emperor said he'd like to meet a friend after attending some banquet. I believe in him. Take out the Ashblazing Grand Duke. Honestly, I have trouble believing that this is what he left behind, even if it does look really authentic. If he's really gone forever, I will face the roiling flames and pay him since favors. I guess I'm just imagining now if who he's talking about is really Duke Inferno. Duke Inferno just being on a computer, talking with the randos on the net, being evil. Oh, come on, bring Duke Inferno back. I want to see that. I can't condone his ideals, but I admire the way he pursued them. Undaunted, unwavering, and untainted. You have any experience in begging? Honestly, my middle name. Honesty's my middle name. When it comes to skills in begging in this domain, I'm pretty much the de facto leader. Big targets for begging, for example. They can't look too affluent, or they'll definitely snub you. They also can't be too impoverished, where you end up giving them handouts instead. As for begging taglines, that's even harder. If you see an IPC fellow, you have to say, "May the Amber Lord protect you." If it's an Intelligentsia Guild scholar, it's "May Nos guide you." If you can't really tell, the rainbow will bless them. Also, contentment is key. You can't be picky about the offering. If it's too much, you distribute some of it to others. If it's too little, you can't gripe about it either. I mean, you're nothing without the benevolence of others. May the rainbow bless you. Cast off worldly woes. I got an achievement for talking to him. Oh, show this. Okay, I got an achievement for showing him the remains of Duke Inferno.
It's dinner time again, boys!
Here's some money. Lay some emotional value on me. What the fuck is that? Okay, we got the praise of high morals, okay. What is the big high moral bundle? It's 648,000 credits. Your moral standards are so high, to the point that the high morals condensed into a grade of physical existence and arrive at your trash can with like 7 thumbs. How can I not buy that? May the rainbow bless you. The sublime object of trade. Exchanging money for morality. Is that moral?
For those visiting the main stage on the Sky Splitter, please advance through security fluid.
Dear visitors, welcome to the Sky Splitter. For your safety, please pay attention to your luggage and your personal.
You often see conveyor belts like this used for baggage screening at large-scale venues, conference hall entrances, and transport hubs. Out of concern for public safety, packages are carefully screened for prohibited items. The security scanner uses X-rays. Put simply, the scanner emits radiation. Many are afraid of the radiation and fear that staying next to the machine for even a second longer will cause them to develop cancer. The truth is that while it does emit radiation, it doesn't pose a health risk. When compared to an X-ray examination at the hospital, the amount of radiation a security scanner opposed to you is only 1/10 of what you'd receive. What is this fucking science lesson? It's only 1/10 of what you'd receive from an X-ray scan or for a bone fracture, without taking precautions. So, if anyone ever tries to scare you with security scanners and the health risks they pose, you can now refute them with confidence. That said, the Sky Splitter security team does not recommend climbing onto the conveyor belts under any circumstances, regardless of who you are. Observe the surroundings. No one, not even the staff, is looking at you. I repeat, climbing onto the conveyor belt can result in... Stella's... The raccoon is considering this. Climbing onto the conveyor belt can result in bodily harm. And it's against the law. The Sky Splitter security team does not recommend climbing onto the conveyor belt in any circumstances, regardless of who you are. I'm doing it anyway. I knew I was right about you. You must play the part of luggage once you're inside of the security scanner, a real piece of luggage. Remember, luggage does not speak or move, and only luggage that pass muster can make it across the conveyor belt. Can you do it? Yes, I can. Actions speak louder than words. You have to walk the talk. There should be a cardboard box nearby. Bringing it over, and you'll be well on your way of becoming a piece of luggage. Wait, am I really doing this? Oh my god. Okay, I am. There's no doubt that the object before you is an empty box. It even has just enough space to fit a person. Only luggage is allowed on the conveyor belt? That's just what they would want you to... That's just what they would have you believe. It's form engaged. This is the true accumulation of knowledge and technology. The spirit. Perfect. According to a certain master spy, no one will ever give a movie. Now take the box to the conveyor belt. Oh my god, this fucking random overworld mission. It looks like you'll be climbing onto the conveyor belt soon. Remember, this is only allowed on the Sky Splitter, and only when the staff isn't looking. If you try this anywhere else, there will be penalties to face. Only luggage that can pass muster can make it across the conveyor belt. You must become a real piece of luggage. Can you do it? Yes, I can. Very well. Let the conveyor belt adventure begin. You soon reach the inside of the security scanner. Unable to see anything, the whirling and running of machinery is the only thing you hear. A moment later, you hear a staff member's voice coming through the speaker. Huh? Is that supposed to be luggage? That's right, I'm luggage. No, I'm not. I'll keep quiet. Hello? Can you hear me? I know luggage comes in all shapes and sizes, but it's not every day you see one that looks so human-like. I repeat, are you human? No, I'm luggage. Can you see? Can you see my Stellaron? Keep quiet. Huh, it really is a piece of luggage. I suppose it can pass. Only luggage that can pass muster can make it across the conveyor belt. Congratulations, you passed the test. Since you didn't pay the luggage handling fee, you wouldn't have been sent to the luggage storage area anyway. You successfully played the part of luggage and completed the conveyor belt adventure. It's now time to slip away without drawing attention from anyone you know. Good luck. Dragon and stuff. Disguise yourself as luggage and successfully pass the conveyor belt. Oh my god. Now where am I? I'm in the luggage room. Oh, I've actually like gone to the... I've gone over here to where the quest teleported. That's funny. Okay, let's go back.
All visitors are requested to prepare
That was
for
fucking
security
hilarious.
Start picking tours for an up-close experience with the competitors.
and follow the guidance of our staff. For those visiting the main stage on the Sky Splitter, please advance through security.
Dear visitors, welcome
Can I
to
do
the
it again?
Sky Splitter.
Aw.
For your safety, please pay attention to your luggage.
Please place your personal belongings onto the security belt.
God. Welcome to the Sky Splitter. Please cooperate with the security inspection process. Please line up and wait for security inspection. Please place all your personal belongings onto the security tray. Please ensure that you're not carrying any metallic objects, then pass through the security gate. If there is an alarm, please stay behind for a second inspection. Please show your boarding pass and event ticket. Checking. Identity confirmed as a VIP of the Alliance. Thank you for cooperation. We wish you an enjoyable time at the ceremony. Why do I feel targeted?
Please place your personal belongings onto the security.
Wait, he's going through some sort of metal detector. He's a fucking Inteleron. Full metal Inteleron. Brilliant. Fu Lin, Yao King sports journalist. Excuse me, could you spare a moment of your time for a quick interview? It's only a few questions and won't take up too much time. Ah, you must be wondering who I am. I'm Fu Lin, a correspondent on the Sky Splitter from Yao King Sports, an official media partner. I don't watch competitive sports. I'm not at liberty to say anything. No problem. I have a separate list of questions for interviewees who don't watch competitive sports. Let's start off with this. Do you know of the incident whereby General Fei Xiao foiled the Borison Stafaria's plans? Whoa, I hit the jackpot. Why do you think the Borison boarded the Sky Splitter? I don't know, try to asking the Borison. They don't know what made them do it either. How about this? Even as the Cloud Knights relentlessly hunted down in a series of incidents, General Fei Xiao remained steadfast, leaving no stone unturned. In her search for the truth as she stayed on her guard, it turns out that the Borison had long since infiltrated the top-level Cloud Knights. The Sky Splitter was, in fact, the human culmination of the diabolical plans that the Borison had been scheming over the last few decades. That's fake news. This interview is over. I'm just embellishing the truth a little. Relax, it's fine. It's all part of the routine. If you help me with the interview, I'll provide you assistance in other ways. It's a win-win situation. I'm sure you've heard how the media can influence public opinion, right? I can give you everything you need. I have a few questions to ask you. Is the misleading article going to land you in trouble? Not at all. An attention-grabbing headline can solve everything. That's just clickbait, isn't it? Think about it. When you see a push notification for a piece of news on your phone, what's the first thing you see, apart from the accompanying image? The article's headline, right? See, the headline decides which article a user opens and reads first. If you don't compose an attention-grabbing headline, your readership drops, the statistics fall, and the algorithms stop pushing articles with low click numbers to users. Next thing you know, your column is axed and you're out of a job. Besides, if the reader didn't derive any emotional value from the article, they wouldn't spread the news on their own accord either. Before lambasting me, those that despise me for writing clickbait should do some self-reflection and think about what kind of headline they'd click on in the first place. You should be a novelist instead of a journalist. Honestly, I've toyed with the idea of a career change more times than I can count. It was my dream once upon a time to write a swordplay epic. Such works don't receive much support on serialized platforms anyway. A job as a full-time novelist is just impossible nowadays. That's why I joined Yao King Sports. When I first started out, I was a proper journalist who cared about accurate reporting too. Unfortunately, the analytics for my work was absolutely abysmal. Later, I took on a gig pursuing a lead about betting on fixing boxing matches. I couldn't score any interviews with the parties involved, so I cooked up a story about the match fixing process. Guess what? People just lapped it up. Everyone knew the article was a lie, but they couldn't help but want to read it. You see what I mean, don't you? This isn't actually that different from writing novels. In that case, there's no point in a career switch anymore. So are your public opinion services reliable? These things aren't meant to be discussed so openly, but you needn't worry about the outcome. Enemy scandals? You don't always need to draw steel against a powerful enemy to take them down. A scandal can do the trick too. Laudatory press releases? You know how it goes. Saying the praises of somebody enough times, and life will naturally be made easier for them. Paid bots? That's right, not everyone behind their net alias is a real individual, and these bots are mixed in with those who are. That doesn't sound like the right thing to do. Indeed, it isn't. That's why you have to discard your moral values, so you won't feel the prick of conscience. You can come back again when you've made up your mind. I'll stop bothering you for now. See you around, and don't forget to follow my column, Yao King Sports.
Before criticizing me, think about what headlines would catch your eye.
What benefits can you offer? What's she selling? Enemy scandal? Upon use, increased damage taken by all enemies. There's a psychological theory that goes like this. When you hear negative news about a stranger, you only remember there is negative news about this person, but not the negative news itself. By applying this principle, you can use the mass media to lead... You can use the mass media to leave a negative impression of someone without needing credible negative news sources. Destroy those who destroy the entire countries with cunning words. Auditory press release. This is the most secretive frontline of the cosmos. All mass media engage in fierce battles here, vying for the most precious and scarce natural resource, your attention. In today's world, everyone has the potential to have their 15 minutes of fame. It's me on a magazine cover. That means this... that actually means that this particular item has to have a different icon for both Stell and Kalis. Look, Ma, I'm on a magazine. Oh, guys, this is a collection of smartphones. This so-called scientific method is so odious. It separates facts and values and forces you to accept all facts, even those of you despise the most. In the past, people used to say, facts triumph over everything. Face the facts, truth prevails. But the good news is, the mass media has led to a revolution concerning truth. Whereas there only used to be one truth. Fuck? So I'm expecting a delivery from UPS right now, and I have the UPS app open, and you can track where the vehicle is on a map right now, so you can see how far away it is. It was getting pretty close, and now it's jumped over to Africa, specifically in the middle of the Gulf of Guinea. Looks like it was just delivered, but that's pretty funny. Welcome to the post-truth era. Wow. This game's writing is just as hilarious as ever. Oh god, now there's a scalper here too. Oh no. Wait up, friend. I've been observing you for some time. Which match do you want to watch? Are you interested in the IPC's gigantic mech? Or perhaps the Zheng Xiao's sword contest? You're lucky that you ran into me, since I have the tickets for both. Tell me, which seat do you want? I'll take care of everything for you. What new scam are you running? Truthfully, you might not have the seat that I want. Don't tickets require real name registration nowadays? A Zhanzhou citizen would never lie to another Zhanzhou citizen. Oh wait, you're not from the Zhanzhou. But you can still rest assured that my prices are completely transparent and fully refundable if you are dissatisfied with my service. Well, let me introduce myself. I'm Lao Jiu, the vendor for the special viewing channel. This special viewing channel is a specially designed solution for people like you who has the money but did not manage to get the tickets. As of today, I have served hundreds of satisfied clients and have a 100% success rate in positive reviews. Aren't you just a scalper? Oh, you've grasped the essence of it, but can't you not say the unspoken out loud? Actually, I can also tell that you're not interested in the competition. What about making money? I'm sure you're interested in that. There's something I want to ask you. What exactly is the special viewing channel? The viewing channel is through purchasing tickets from their platform. But given how popular the competition is right now, if loading the site takes even an additional second or two when the sales go live, there won't be any tickets left. So, let's think about it this way. Aren't tickets used solely for getting into the venue? In other words, as long as I'm able to get you into the venue, wouldn't that just be like buying a ticket from me? So this special viewing channel actually refers to any way I can get you into the venue without using a ticket. Isn't that just fair dodging? Fair dodging is only if you watch the competition without paying. Since I charge a fee and you've made payment, how can that be considered fair dodging? Regarding what we just discussed, there's a secret. It's a secret between the both of us. Don't go around telling others about it. I want to understand more about ways to make money. Haha, I knew it. Are your ways of making money legit? If you ask me, I'd definitely say it's legit. But if you ask others, their opinions might differ. There's a saying that goes, "The money of those who dream of striking it rich are the easiest to earn." I wonder if you've heard of the Martial Arts 123 lottery? I'm actually the house behind that. Then you might ask, since there are no guarantees in gambling, how do I ensure that I only win and don't incur losses? Well, that's all thanks to this unique treasure that I possess. A Ditting who can predict the future. This Ditting is called Baolo. It used to be the pet of Lady Fushuan from the Divination Commission, and it was always by the Master Diviner's side. Under her influence, it gained the ability to foretell the future as well. I'm afraid that she would be replaced by Lady Fushuan. This sounds like a totally legit story. Lady Fushuan chased it out of the Divination Commission. I eventually then got my hands on it. Pretty sure Fushuan is in my party right now. Should I bring her out? Since getting Bailu, I've never lost no matter what kind of gamble I partake in. So, as long as you're willing to invest some capital and join hands with me in the setup, I guarantee that you'll be raking in the profits soon enough. It's only because you seem like a kind and trustworthy person that I'm telling you this. If it were anyone else, I would have kept my mouth shut. Also, as the Realm Keeping Commission has been quite strict about things as of late, remember to keep everything on the down low. Once their investigation dies down, it'll be our time to shine. So, what were you saying about my deeding? Snapshot. Some laud the industrialization of food. It is allowed all... Oh my gosh, I hate when they do that. Cater to the taste and habit of the Lofu's customers. Penacony food managers developed special popcorn and Granchin's tofu flavor. Its sales were dismal. There are customers who would swear by their mothers that these delicious snacks from Penacony don't taste like dreams. It appears that even dreams have best buy dates. Some laud the industrialization of food. It is allowed all sorts of standard. It is allowed all sorts to obtain the edible standard.
I supposed to watch the competition, but oh well.
Okay, so this is where the Soul Glad music's coming from. Sumele, Soul Glad salesperson. There are no refrigeration appliances prepared. This is the main reason that Soul Glad sales aren't doing that well in the Zun show. Trivia. In the early years, Soul Glad was once used on the registered name Street Dreams Soda to try and capture the Zun show's beverage market, but it was obviously not as catchy as Soul Glad. Soul Glad of various flavors line the bar on the top. Classic, Power Refresh. Sugar-free is missing. It appears that the bottom line is that Soul Glad won't compromise on, especially when it's about the syrup. Grab a bottle of Soul Glad and make your dreams a blast. The lady over there. That lady over there. Would you like a bottle of authentic Soul Glad imported directly from Penacony? Multiply your happiness with some Soul Glad as you watch the competition. During the Drink Up event period, participate in the Uncap and Win event when you purchase Soul Glad. Many exciting rewards are up for grabs. Gotta know what kind of prizes you can offer. There are so many. One more bottle, Miss Robin's concert tickets, Penacony's luxury travel packages, and even a year's free supply of Soul Glad. Here, besides classic Soul Glad, we also have the Sweet Dreams soda flavor made exclusively for the Sunshell folks' tastes. However, I still recommend the classic flavor, Sweet Dreams soda. Not provide the ultimate experience of happiness. So, miss, how about a bottle of Soul Glad? Promoting products is hard work, you know. I'm actually cutting down on sugar these days. Oh, maybe we should reconsider releasing a zero sugar version of Soul Glad. Sales, health matters after all. Well, if you ever feel like a bottle of Soul Glad, just let me know, miss. Is Soul Glad selling well in the Zhang Shao? Not exactly. It's not that easy to penetrate the beverage market here. For one thing, the locals are highly particular about how their beverages taste. More often than not, beverages from other worlds have to be adapted to cater to the dietary preferences of the Zanzhou people. Sweet Dream Soda has compromised too much on flavor. I feel like you really can't call it Soul Glad anymore. For another, the local beverage brands are all established with long histories, and they're even inexpensive to boot. People aren't willing to splurge much on beverages that they consume on a regular basis. Slash the prices, go for low profit but high sales. Try changing your marketing strategy? Price war? Are you sure that would work? It's true that our prices don't work to our benefit. High concentration syrup Memoria cross-galactic freight costs, and even the Skyfaring Commission's import duties. Our production costs are much higher than those of the Zhangzhou beverages. However, So Glad is planning to heavily invest in the Zhangzhou local market. If we set up a factory here, the sales of commerce will definitely start to tip in our favor. But for now, things aren't looking too good on the sales front. You don't seem to be promoting Sweet Dream Soda at all. I'll put it this way, Sweet Dream Soda isn't So Glad in my book. Not only does its recipe call for reduced syrup levels, but it even includes a local Zanzhou herbs as ingredients. All the mismatch of flavors what you want, but it's not So Glad. So Glad owes its universe-spanning popularity to its one-of-a-kind flavor by messing up its flavor profile with random additions. It's no different from forsaking what makes So Glad sell in the first place. The notion absolutely boggles my mind. Why are you selling So Glad in the Zanzhou? Boss's orders. I know, it's a disappointing answer. I could spin a grand story about how much I love So Glad's culture and how I dream of it becoming a beverage that everyone in the cosmos knows and loves, but I don't want to lie. According to my boss, I'm the top salesperson in Penacony, and thus the one most suitable for trailblazing a path into a new market. To whom much is given, much is required, something like that. A ton of empty promises later, the next thing I knew, I'd been thrown onto an airship bound for the Zanzhou.
Grab a bottle of Soul Glad, make your dreams a blast.
We can't escape this jingle. Ooh, some recipes here. Recipe Take Your Life 3000. What? Okay. Recipe Spine Marrow Sparkling Blade. Recipe Sword in the Stone. Take Your Life 3000. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, that is quite literally a sword and a stone. Oh my god, though. It's a oh, it uses the sparkle dolls as material. Oh, I can make one too. I just had to buy the sword from her. Hold on.
Grab a bottle of Soul Glad.
A flying sword model. Okay, where'd it go? An achievement. Develop the infinite infusible objects. Develop the infinite potential of the toy flying swords on the Sky Splitter. I guess I got an achievement for using one of those swords as a material. Okay, let's go into the where's my inventory? This travel souvenirs sold aboard the Sky Splitter based on Yang Qing's flying sword is quite popular among tourists. Despite being a toy sword, its quality is immaculate, even serving as a suitable training prop for beginners. Yang Qing once intentionally used it to beat several challengers who lacked martial virtue to the point of crying for their parents. Sword in the Stone. There's a legend that in Little Kuei's homeworld, whoever pulls out the sword in the stone would be the hero for toward the properties. However, no one ever managed to pull it out. Few even tried because that was a historical relic. You'd get jailed for damaging it. I regret so much now. I was just feeling impulsive at the moment and wanted to show off to my friends. That's why I went to pull out the sword. I hope everyone can learn from my mistake. Okay. This fucking sparkle sword. This sword is said to have been blessed by the elation. It is definitely not a lethal weapon bringing death and slaughter, but one that brings joy and laughter. Have you ever danced with the devil under the faint moonlight? I love the flavor text in for the items in this game.
Originally wanted to take
Okay. We'll come back up here later. Let's go ahead and go where we're supposed to go. He says as he then starts running backwards.
watch the competition too.
Am I not allowed to go in here? I guess I'm good. Huh? Oh yeah, this is like the power room. The engine's power output is stable, but the revolution rate is fluctuating unnaturally. What exactly is the reason? Oh, you're looking for me? Oh, wait, who are you again? This is the engine room. Why are you here? I'm the engine engineer. Don't one move, I'm skyjacking this ship. I'm the engine engineer. I'm in charge of the left engine, so that means you're responsible for the right one, right? Hang on, I've seen your face somewhere. Before the Skysplitter Wolfcatcher operation, I think we've synced up intel. You're not Rain, the nameless from the Astral Express, are you? I apologize for my rudeness. My brain's been overloaded by work, and I didn't recognize you immediately. But even if you're a low-fu VIP, the engine room is crucial for the Skysplitter. I really hope you didn't touch anything in here. Of course not. Why would I touch this engine? When you say don't touch anything, did you really mean it? You don't have to worry one bit. You won't see a thing. I can't believe you're doubting me. No means no. Hold it. You can't be serious, are you? I'm sincerely asking you not to. But on the other hand, you're a nameless on the Astral Express. The fact that the train's engine is still in pristine condition means that I can completely trust you. You might want to reconsider. If you're truly curious about the engine room, I can give you a brief overview without revealing any technical secrets. Let's banter then. As long as it doesn't involve sensitive questions, I'll answer the best I can. I'd like to know more about the Skysplitter's engine. Wonderful. Since I became an interstellar ship engineer, the second item on my lifelong wish list has been to regale another person with the fundamentals about engine functionality. It involves the operating principles of the engines, mechanical structures, material properties, and the artisanship of the engine's production. However, I cannot disclose any of these to you. Please refrain from asking such potentially sensitive questions. All you need to know is that the power generated by this colossal entity can move a small asteroid. How about that? Isn't that cool? What exactly do engine engineers exactly do? In simple terms, it's about ensuring the engines maintain normal functionality. If any indicators show an abnormality, I need to promptly identify and rectify the issue. For the Skysplitter, the engine is akin to a heart of the human body. Any malfunction, and the most immediate result is everyone stepping into the afterlife, hand in hand. So, the most crucial aspects of this job are responsibility and meticulousness, leaving no room for oversight. Often, the devil's in the details, and I must root them out one by one. If you're free, go up and watch the competition. Unfortunately, during the competition season, I'm usually on standby here. If something goes wrong with the engine, and there's no one around, it could be dangerous. My vacations are mostly when there aren't any tournaments happening in the Skysplitter. When I first learned that I'd be working on the Skysplitter, I was somewhat excited. Who knew once I was stepped into the engine room I'd never be able to leave? Even though the arena is just above, it feels like a galaxy away. Luckily, there's still a broadcast of the competition commentary and earth-shattering cheers, like my very own VIP seat in the heart of the action. There's a chance I'll invite you to watch a match. If there's a chance. Thank you. If only there's a talented engineer who can swap shifts with me, that'd be great. For now, I'll hold down the fort. Okay, let's go back up.
Is the Immortals Delight ad using
Miss, I can see with a sidelong glance that you wield great power, and your aura is like no other, like a savior from the heavens or a legend among men. I am certain that you must be a figure of great renown. You're almost like a nameless on the Astral Express. Get with the script. We spent all that time rehearsing and you've forgotten already? The script you read is way too embarrassing. You're just reading it made my whole body cringe. Can't bear myself to try it. This is going to be a pain. You subconsciously realize that while these two mean you no harm, What they want will take up a lot of time. You give them a smile that says, if I get time, I'll come back and hear you out, then back away. Back away and keep backing away until you reach a safe zone outside of their conversation.
Why did you want to participate in the war dance?
I'm curious.
Because I was qualified to participate?
Isn't that Luca? Why is he here on the Luofu? Luca! Didn't expect to see you here.
I'm not used to her talking this much.
Trailblazer? Why are you here?
Is that robot head a camera? Is its head literally just a fucking video camera? Or film camera, I should say. Aaron! Came to watch the competition.
What a coincidence! I'm here to compete! Though I really doubt I've got any chance at winning.
Are you a friend of Mr. Lucas? Allow me to introduce myself. I am an interastral peace entertainment journalist in training, Carmela. I was supposed to follow Mr. Albert to cover the war dance together, but he's got a million things to attend to. So, the tasks of interviewing the popular contenders and producing the special program fell on my shoulders.
Where's El? I like how they keep teasing us about Albert being here.
Oh, these are huge responsibilities. I've been interning for so many years. If I screw this up, I doubt I'll ever get the chance at a full-time role.
Your head's a camera. Do you have any other, like... like, what else would you do?
Ooh, the IPC sure is harsh.
It'll be fine. It's just my boss trying to mentor me. As long as I get some shots that'll shock and awe, I'm sure I'll be able to clinch a full-time job this year. I can sense the potential of a juicy program just through Luca alone.
Really? I'm not so sure about that.
Why did you come to participate in the war dance?
Why did I choose to participate in the war dance? It's a long story. You two, let's take a walk. I can tell you all about why I'm here on the way.
Let's go. Several weeks ago, Boulder Town, Bellabog. Ooh, we're actually going to Bellabog.
Nat, how long do I have left?
Not long, Luca. Best brace yourself.
Is there anything else I can do?
You're already at this stage. Just eat whatever you like.
Well, that won't do. I can't be gorging on garbage at this pivotal moment. It'll ruin my energy levels.
I know. You can't wait to join the finals of the Bellabog representative qualifiers. But Japard isn't a pushover either.
I've been hard at work studying how Mr. Japard moves. Just wait and see. I'll defeat Mr. Japard and be the first Bellabog fighter in 700 years to qualify for a competition in space.
2 weeks later at the arena.
Next up, with the Supreme Guardian and Bellabog's people as witnesses, let us now unveil the curtain into a historical final. Silvermane Captain Japard Landau will face off against the Volterrorville warrior, Lucas Stromar!
Kayla! I wasn't expecting to see more of the Bellabog cast in this. That's nice.
Both contenders, step onto the stage, please.
Luca, you've always had this bad habit of taking a hit to exploit a weakness, but Japard's much stronger than you. So remember, stay away from his punches.
Master, been telling me that the entire trip.
Star Rail,
My
please,
ears
here
are
too.
about to fall off.
Fine, enough prattle. But don't let the need to win weigh too heavily on you either. Even if you don't make it to that Xianzhou Lofu, you've made it to the final to fight against Japard.
I like how
That's
they-
enough to make anyone proud.
I like how they purposely miswrote that. Sanjo Lofu.
That won't do! Luca promised Hook that he has to win the final and take Hook up there to see the stars beyond.
You sure got some daydreams on you, little one.
Don't worry, Master Oleg and Pitch Dark Hook the Great. I'll win this for sure.
Luca, you absolutely cannot lose! You promised to take me up to visit the Xianzhou Lofu.
Kid,
how they all
you've
mispronounce
really
it.
got to stop making promises to children. Never mind. He'll just pawn his iron arm if he loses and take you up there out of his own pocket.
Oh boy, here's Japard. Are we actually gonna fight him as Luca?
Mr. Japard, I've always been hoping to fight you. There's no one in the overworld more worth challenging than you.
I'm honored. I've also been raring to witness the strength of the legendary Luca Strongarm.
I'm not great at conversation, so it's a good thing we're both warriors. We don't have to use words to understand each other.
Well said, Luca. Let your determined desire for victory speak through your fists.
Resistance is futile! I'm just getting started. Better throw a punch, or it'll be curtains, friend. Don't get cocky now. This ends here! Now we're talking. I could take you one arm only. Snap out of it. Our position is solid. Where's the applause? An opponent worth their salt. Let's see some sparks fly! Don't get cocky now. Resistance is futile! Need a hand? My pleasure! So, give up yet? Snap out of it! In the name of preservation!
Oh, I guess that's a story.
Lost
Story loss.
Mr. Japard, you were better than me.
Luca, there wasn't ever any doubt in your technique and strength. But you were too concerned with winning. And that prevented you from unleashing your utmost.
Then what am I doing here, if not to attain victory?
That's a question you need to ask yourself. From my experience, a person's inner voices make far too much noise, especially so during safe and quiet moments. Ironically, the voices that truly matter often become audible only in moments of pain, discomfort, and peril. When perhaps you leave your cozy hometown and head to the unfamiliar Luofu, you will find your answer.
Hold on. When I reached the Luofu? But you won.
Truth be told, I can't just drop my work and leave Belobog.
Then why did we fight?
My reason for coming to this martial tournament was to verify if you were good enough to contend against competitors from other worlds. And now I see you're good enough. You're younger and more upbeat than I am. A far more appropriate image for Belobog. Don't forget that the reason we're participating in the war dance is also to promote Eurillo 6 to the rest of the cosmos. Luca, I'm entrusting the chance of attending the war dance on the Xianzhou Luofu to you.
Mr. Japard, please, don't pity me. Chances must be earned fairly through our own strength.
You are mistaken, Luca. It is not pity. I am lending you this victory, and you will repay me by winning the war dance.
I hereby announce that the contender who has earned the right to represent Belobog in the war dance is Luca!
Understood, Mr. Japard.
Chin up. Let's go. We should head to Klopov Fort and meet with the Supreme Guardian.
Oh, we're gonna see a bunch of Belobog people in this quest. Hey, Payla's here too.
Hello, Luca.
Lady Branya!
Branya?
Hi?
Long time no see.
Sorry, I grew up in the underworld, so I'm not versed in etiquette of any sort.
No need for formalities. You probably know nothing about the Luofu. The place you're heading to, correct? Let us take this opportunity to discuss it.
I've always been a little curious. Though Eurillo 6 has restored contact with the outside worlds, we've always just been communicating with the IPC. Why are we suddenly participating in this fighters tournament in this Luofu place?
Not long ago, Belobog's interstellar comm space resumed operations. A month ago, we received an invitation with a highly distorted signal. The Xianzhou Luofu cordially invites Eurillo 6's warriors to join the war dance.
We've just resumed outside contact, and the way the IPC describes it, the cosmos has long forgotten us. Why would the Xianzhou so eagerly send an invitation to a city that has been buried in time?
My guess is that it's because we had communications with many worlds before the Eternal Freeze. Luca, have you heard of the story of Igor Haft?
Oh, you mean the legendary warrior? Of course I have! I'll never tire of the story where he led the 8th Iron Legion and engaged in a furious battle against invaders from beyond the sky!
That's him! When the Eternal Freeze subsided, Lynx took the opportunity to explore the ruins of the ancient city of Maslenitsa. A few months ago, she found a lone grave outside the public graveyard. The grave had no body, just a robot arm and a cracked pendant with an embedded gemstone. An IPC worker said that the arm was tech from the old world. As for the stone, it's a Xianzhou implement called a Jade Abacus.
Oh, I've heard about that. Miss Lynx thinks it's Igor's grave.
That's right. The epitaph on the tombstone confirms that hypothesis. The fighter Igor Haft once left Eurilo 6 before the invasion, and then he returned home to join the resistance against the aggressors. No one knows what he did after he left Eurilo 6, and why he decided to come back.
Maybe Igor had been to the Shinjo? That's why they sent us an invitation?
Maybe Igor even attended the war dance. The Xianzhou people have long lives, so it wouldn't be something that happened long ago for them.
Long story short, regardless of why the Xianzhou Alliance invited us, joining this war dance is of august meaning to Belobog. It symbolizes a chance to introduce ourselves to the cosmos once again. A heroic kingdom that survived both the Legion and the Eternal Freeze with tenacity. Also, if we can leverage this opportunity to establish an amicable exchange with the Xianzhou Alliance, it may provide us with more bargaining power when dealing with the IPC.
Lady Bronya, I'm not well educated, so I don't really know such matters of grandiosity. All I know is that I must achieve glory for Belobog.
Well said. Oh, I almost forgot. Seela had other matters today and couldn't attend today's meeting, but she entrusted me to deliver a message.
Once again, Seela isn't showing up.
What's that dolt Japard up to now? Luca, you better fight like your life is on the line. If you lose, I'll make sure you wish you were really dead.
The next day, I hitched a ride with an IPC
That's
transport
something
vessel
Seela would
and
say.
arrived on the Shinjo Luofu. The Supreme Guardian hopes that the younger generation can go out and see other worlds. So, she arranged for Lynx and Hook to accompany me. On account of the fact that the three of us know next to nothing about interacting with other cosmic civilizations, she even instructed Svarog to tag along and be our guide. I never thought that while we were processing our entry papers at the Skyfaring Commission,
Svarog's here too?
Another surprise.
As well as Lynx and Hook?
We've double-checked. This invitation did indeed
Svarog come without Clara?
But after checking the stamp, this invitation was dated 400 years ago.
Oh god.
400
Oh good,
years
Svarog
ago?
actually is here.
How is that possible? We just received this invite not too long ago.
We can assume that this invite was delayed in transmission and only reached us after the restoration of communications.
I'm afraid this Arumaton is right. You received an invitation that is 400 years late.
So, we weren't invited. Oh no. This trip has all been for nothing then. How am I going to explain this to Lady Bronya and Mr. Japard? They have high hopes for me.
According to calculations, the thing that we should be considering first is not emotions, but if we are not invited guests, then we will be responsible for all costs incurred while staying here. Conclusion, we cannot afford it.
You all misunderstand. The Xianzhou Luofu is indeed hosting a martial arts competition called the
Can't
War
believe
Dance.
Svarog came along.
Whether you receive an invitation or not, anyone who wants to can register to compete in the War Dance. The sole distinction is that invited guests, upon qualifying through a test, get to partake in the prestigious Ringmaster's Challenge, facing off against the Xianzhou Luofu's Ringmaster. As for ordinary contestants, they will have to participate in knockout stages and rise through the ranks to reach the ultimate stage of the Ringmaster's Challenge.
Is it going to be March?
To challenge the Luofu's Ringmaster. That's the ultimate goal for all the contestants?
Is March the final boss?
That's right. Although you
no.
didn't receive an invitation, you can still participate in the War Dance. You'll definitely have a chance to win and gain honor.
But Mr. Svarog has a point. According to calculations, we can't afford this.
Money can't buy relationships. This invitation that's been delayed for 400 years must be a marvelous twist of fate. And since fate has brought you all here to the La Fu, we will not fail in our hospitality. Please, be assured that I will
Or Clara
report
all
this
by
incident
herself, then?
and ensure that the Belobog representative team receives the same accommodation and treatment as all other esteemed, invited guests. However, Mr. Luca, you will still have to participate in all the knockout stages and work your way up to the final stage.
Really? At your expense?
Yeah, the training arc last update, and now we have the
all
contest
about
arc.
celebrating martial arts and fostering friendships. My friends, how could we possibly allow you to fret over food and lodging?
Thank you, Miss Shikwe! I'll treasure this opportunity! And just like that, by the grace of Miss Shikwe, I didn't die before achieving success! I just learned this old Shinzo saying a few days ago. Now, I've successfully become a competing fighter in the war dance!
Luca, you are absolutely radiating with newsworthiness. I've decided to follow you and report on your progress throughout the competition.
If only everything were as smooth as when it started.
How many matches have you participated in?
If I had participated in the competition these past few days, I wouldn't be so anxious right now. It's been days since I've registered, but I haven't participated in a single match yet. Today's my first one. But forget about competing. I feel like I'm struggling with just normal, everyday life. I'm already halfway into the realm of needing help with daily activities. Why don't people accept shields? You can pay for things by just swiping a gemstone trinket? Why doesn't anyone look their age? I approached this girl with pointy ears to ask her for directions, and I called her little girl, and she got mad. She said she was over 340 years old. So now, I'm even afraid to talk to people. Oh, and meals. I'm really not used to the food on the Shinzo. Yesterday, I ate a bowl of chili oil beef offal stew for dinner, and today, I've been blowing up the toilet with my flaming rockets.
I feel ya, Luca. I also can't get used to the food on the Xianzhou.
Miss Carmela, you can't get used to the food either?
How do you eat?
Well, not exactly. It's because I'm an Intellatron.
Huh.
Sorry. Please, continue.
Anyways, this is the first time in my life I've felt so useless. I can't even do something as trivial as asking for directions.
It's your first time away from home, so it must be hard to get used to things.
Thank you for comforting me. Actually, I did do some mental preparations. It's my first time going out to the world, but I didn't expect it to be so overwhelming that I can't keep my footing.
Where are your Belabogian buddies?
Lynx went on an archaeological escapade. She wants to try to learn about Igor's history before he returned to Urilla 6 with that gemmed pendant. Oh, Svarog took Hook out to play. He's really good with kids. I'm so irate, and I'm about to start my first match. I'm in worse shape than ever.
Who's your next opponent?
The next opponents are several Cloud Knights. Oh, they're like the Silvermane here. Oh, why am I explaining this to you? You should know better than me. I'm the only one who doesn't know anything.
Why not check out who your first opponent is before the competition starts? It's better than wallowing here, as it'll just make you more anxious.
Thanks for talking to me and cheering me up. Sure, I'll head off and meet my first opponent.
Luca has regained his energy. Full health revive, oh yeah!
Can't get over their head as a fucking camera. back here.
Oh, look! Those are my opponents for my first match.
Isn't that Sushong?
Huh? You know her?
Visitor Service Center for assistance.
Bro's about to fight against the one brain cell. That is if Lu
Are
Wade
you
isn't
here to
have it.
watch our match?
This is our next opponent, Luca.
Hello, everyone. I'm Luca, and I come from Belobog. I'll be exchanging fists with you guys in the ring.
Ooh, we'll get some interaction between
I hope
Belobog and
we'll be able to take this chance to become friends.
here. Characters from here.
Oh, I think Lil Gwei mentioned it before, but I can't seem to remember. What kind of place is it? Oh, wow. I can't imagine that. I'm sorry. The Xianzhou Yaoqing doesn't have much artificial snow.
It's okay if you haven't heard of us. I'll make sure the whole cosmos remembers Belobog's name with my fists.
In that case, I'll keep my eyes peeled.
Oh, Sushong used an idiom.
I'm the journalist who's reporting on Luca. It's fine. Just chat like you always do and ignore me. I'm just snapping shots for material.
Are you here to join the tournament with Mr. Luca?
That's right, scared.
Who's afraid? Let me see. Your name isn't on the list. Are you Luca's coach, then?
The iron arm on this red-haired boy looks like it's got power.
Definitely capable of taking down a kid with one punch at a time.
But we're not kids. The Cloud Knight's tactical creed is to complement one another and overwhelm with numbers.
That's called a united front. Got it?
My strategy. Sorry. It's my first time participating in the war dance. I'm the only one in my team, so I don't have any strategy to speak of.
It appears our otherworldly friend requires some enlightenment. How about this? The match is starting in an hour. I'll give you some real-life tactical pointers in the ring.
Sleepy Sushong, that's over the line. You were supposed to be our coach when we invited you here. How could you run off to the opponent's corner?
Is that your nickname?
It's just, our friend from afar requires some assistance, that's all. Don't we Cloud Knights also earnestly help out and provide direction to the travelers we encounter on our daily patrols?
It'll be your fault if we lose.
Enough chit-chat, get back to your prep.
I appreciate it. Thank you, new friend whose age I won't try to estimate. We're heading back to the lounge.
See you in the ring.
Whose age I won't try to estimate.
So, the coach of my opponent for my first match is going to give me tactical advice in the ring? I am bewildered by the Shenzhou people's hospitality.
This one's very, very hospitable.
What a kind-hearted person.
This is your first match, Luca. You're bound to win.
Okay.
This is your first match, Luca. You're bound to win.
Luca, you're gonna be fine. You're the boxing champion of Belobog. The Clown Knights, aren't they just the Silvermane guards? I'm pretty confident of my odds against them. Except Mr. Japard. Luca, you're the best. You're not gonna lose. Go get him!
Luca, ready for your first match?
More or less.
I think I more or less, maybe, perhaps, I'm ready.
Luca, have more confidence in yourself.
Oh boy, here we go. The participants of the match will need to display their martial prowess to the utmost capacity and earn the support of the audience. The two sides will individually earn vibes based on how much the audience supports either side. Complete the designated combat actions and achieve highlights during the match to gain a massive amount of vibes. When the team gains vibes, the opponent's side's vibes gets lowered. When the opponent acts, it will also raise their vibes while lowering the team's vibes. When either participant's vibes reaches the maximum, the match will enter the super hype state. The participant who earns the audience support will gain more powerful buffs to win the match. Super hype state. Okay. Highlights. Achieve highlights during the match to accumulate vibes. Break enemies' weaknesses to gain a massive amount of vibes. Okay, weakness break time. Okay, so I got a locked team here of Belobog characters. Some nice interface graphics for this. Oh my god.
Ooh, and whether or not your world has a day-night cycle. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I'm your good buddy Albert.
Albert Remote Puppet.
Welcome everyone to the War Dances Knockout Stage, brought to you live.
I can't believe Albert is actually in the game. And that explains why he looks so weird too. It's a remote puppet.
Presenting the two corners of this match, we have the Lofus Cloud Knights, Lil Gwei Support Association. What kind of name is this?
Okay. Lil Support Association. Oh my god.
And representing the city of Belobog, Lucas Strongarm. Between these two groups of contenders, who will emerge victorious? We wait with bated breath.
Oh, that's so good. It's so cool that Billbutts actually got into the game.
Come at us, Mr. Luca. My team will show you the prowess of the Cloud Knights formation.
You're not joining in?
Nope, I'm not about to suffer in pain. It's much easier being a coach.
Shang, please.
Of course, being a spectator is the easiest. Lil Gwei's up there in the stands right now, watching us duke it out from her vantage point. Oh, she's such a baddie.
Hear that, everyone? Lil Gwei is somewhere in the audience watching us. Brothers,
God, she's
we
here
mustn't
too.
disappoint our Lil Gwei.
You better hope that she's letting you keep the brain cell for this match. To Shang.
Woo! For Lil Gwei, we will emerge victorious!
If I lose, those people dear to me will be disappointed too. Looks like we have to give it our all.
If the Cloud Knights fail, Lil Gwei will be disappointed. If the Cloud Knights win, our friends from Belobog will be disappointed. No matter the ending, disappointment inevitably awaits one party. Oh, welcome to the cruel world of competition.
Oh my god, he's going full ham.
For Lil Gwei, form up!
Let me remind you, on the War Dance stage, the atmosphere of the spectators is very important. Show off your flashy moves and make the audience cheer for you.
When an ally takes action, the team's vibes will increase.
Louis, still have the upper hand? This, that, and...
I could take you one arm only. Snap out of it.
Brothers and sisters,
It's time for us to show off our stuff!
That hurt.
Luca seems to be struggling to land a counter. What is Luca going to do?
Keep up. My tempo!
Savor the vigor of it.
Luca deflects the Cloud Knight's attack and turns the tide of the match.
Net markers activated. Time for good old counterattack. Ready for another?
Unscathed.
Don't get cocky now. Where's the applause? An opponent worth their salt. Let's see some sparks fly!
Wheel of Karma.
The opponent strikes again. How will Luca react?
Fight it or rock with it. My music conquers all.
Just in time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Thanks for the support.
This song's just for you. Turn up the volume.
Time for a shot. Nap time.
Enemy targets detected. I'll contain them. Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for good old counterattack.
Luca sets the arena ablaze with excitement. Everyone is screaming for Luca.
Fight it or rock with it. My music conquers all.
Where's the applause? An opponent worth their salt. Let's see some sparks fly!
When match enters the super height state, opponents will take 400% increased damage. Go get them.
Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for good old counterattack.
Snap out of it!
Keep up. My tempo!
Brothers and sisters, get it together. Little Blade is watching.
Why is there a fragmentum creation? Am I hallucinating?
Remember this moment.
Naughty children, don't listen. Savor the vigor of it.
Commencing support. Enough.
Luca isn't able to deflect the Cloud Knight's attack. Been down once again. The opponent is not leaving any openings for Luca.
Turn up the volume.
Ready to lose yourself? Fight it or rock with it. My music conquers all.
Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for good old counterattack. in bad shape. Enemy targets detected. This, that, and...
Come, let's steal the winning blow. Don't give him another chance.
Just in time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Ready to jam.
Remember this moment. Hillary of time!
Looks like Little Guay Support Association is ready to end this match once and for all.
No. How can it be?
Luca's been knocked down! Rise again and produce another miracle!
That hurt. Hey, Coach! Don't just stand there staring!
Then, should I go up there myself and defeat you guys for him?
Ugh, of course not. Come, let me show you how it's done.
Use the tactical codex to aid Luca during the match and nullify the opponent's offenses effectively. The current tactical codex effect is after using an ultimate, your action advances forward 100%.
Arm only. Where's the applause? Opponent worth their salt. Let's see some sparks fly!
Ready to lose yourself? Fight it or rock with it. My music conquers all!
Just in time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Ready to jam.
Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
I like how this is basically Bellabog versus the Foo here.
Don't get cocky now.
We have the upper hand. Oh!
Time nap time.
Keep up. My
You're the miracle man!
Miracle! Oh my god.
Where's the applause? An opponent worth their salt. Let's see some sparks fly!
Ready to lose yourself? Fight it or rock with it. My music conquers all!
Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. Enemy targets detected. Inputting commands. Whoa!
And the winner is Luca Strongarm! Who would have thought a rookie challenger like Luca would win? But how much further will he make it? Stay tuned!
Something feels off. What is happening to me?
What's wrong? Are you okay?
I feel a little strange. I just saw those Cloud Knights grow fangs and claws, like they were demons.
Hey, Show a little sportsmanship. You've already won, so what's with the insults?
Sorry, I didn't mean it that way. I just feel like everything I'm seeing is a
You gotta
hallucination.
explain the battle system.
Are you too
and
stressed out?
Shoehorned into this
When I was
somehow.
younger, every time before the day of exams, it also seemed like my textbooks grew fangs and talons, as if they were demons.
Your situation is clearly different.
If you're too stressed out, how about a bottle of Sweet Dream Soda? This is the Cienjo version of Soul Glad, and it helps you sleep better too. Grab some Sweet Dream Soda.
Don't start
a sweetness
singing.
that's bound to last.
What's with the sudden product placement? Can this stuff even pass a urine test?
I was in charge of outsourcing Soul Glad's ads during my 6th internship period. Some of it might have turned into a mechanical reflex.
Luca finishes the Sweet Dream Soda in one gulp. His face gradually becomes a bright red again.
I feel much better. I'm very sorry if I said anything rude just now. I really think those Cloud Knights are a cut above the rest.
Excessive compliments can seem disingenuous if overdone, pal. We're just your typical rank and file.
In terms of martial prowess, the average Cloud Knight appears to match even the most elite Silvermane squads.
Your praise is making me all confused now. Wait, could it be that we're actually pretty strong?
Half a dual hour later.
Those Cloud Knights said they were just ordinary soldiers. They were tough as heck, and yet they're just the Luofu's most ordinary fighters. Urillo 6 has been isolated from the cosmos for so long that I'm clueless about things everyone else takes for granted. Forget strength. Even the gap in everyday knowledge isn't something I can get past overnight. But no matter how wide that gap is, I must wield my fists. I must fight, and I must win. Right now, Lady Bronya, Master Oleg, and Zila, all the people who stayed in Belobog are working day and night to keep it up and running. Mr. Japard placed his faith in me, entrusted me with the chance to represent Belobog. I cannot disappoint him. Any of them. I must offer nothing less than victory. So, I would like to officially ask you to be my coach.
What? When did I come into the picture? I've never done this before. Why me?
Because you're strong, and you know plenty of strong people. When you were pretending to be my coach in the last match, you were a great help. I want to bridge the gap between myself and this world. Trailblazer, will you help me?
Don't blame me if you lose.
Thank you, coach! I'll do my best to keep up and train seriously.
Such a burning friendship. Don't do this to me, guys. My camera, it's getting wet. And the shot, it's getting blurry.
I have several questions.
I'll do everything I can to assist you. You'll both become the most legendary coach and fighter team there is. And I'll create a special feature that will finally bag me that permanent role.
Oh, man. Miss Carmela, why is your dream making me tear up too?
Enough about me. I'll brief you on the rules for the next match first.
Let's explore a little bit more.
Hi, interested in fitness martial arts?
Interested in martial arts for fitness? Really? Can I grow taller by practicing your martial arts? It can help you lose weight, but probably not make you grow taller. And can it make me walk on the wall like they show in the immersions? No can do. Then what about stunning people in space by telekinetically jabbing their meridian posts? That would be impossible. Then how dare you call what you practice a Rainshadow martial art?
Hi, interested in fitness martial arts?
War Dance commemorative items. A collector's model of the Sword Champion.
Come join the Lucky War Dance raffle. All prizes are official War Dance merchandise. They're all unpopular items, except the special prize. Are they really official goods? Why are the colors so rough? Would you like to take a look at our special prize, the limited transient flesh wounded version? If you miss it, you won't find this bargain elsewhere. It's just an old model that you've repainted. You're masquerading it as a limited item? And this wounded version... Hey, there's a story behind this wounded version. It was taken out of the Hule's capture set. Just look how realistic it is. It's just sloppily painted, no matter how I look at it. It seems like a really big event too, just like the ghost hunting event was in 1.5.
Don't spread it around. These are all insider secrets. Strictly confidential.
Be water, my friend.
I can do 5.
No danger detected, but never let your guard down. Inspection complete. Nothing suspicious.
One altar. Hey there, lass. What can I... Oh, I know. You're here to wish upon my marvelous muscles, aren't you? Ooh, gross. Just look at those beautiful curves and solid lines, lass. Why would you ever call them gross? Behold, biceps, triceps, traps. Now, focus on the form and engage the core. Alright, 10 more sets. Let's go. Unleash the power of muscles. Johan has lost himself in the revelry of bodybuilding. I once read a scholarly discussion about paths. They postulate that there will always be mortals that, intentionally or otherwise, set foot on paths presided over by aeons. These people are known as the Pathstriders. The ancients were frail. To overcome that, they trained and built their muscles, eventually gaining the power to bear heavy burdens and reshape nature. Now, have you ever wondered what humans can achieve if they keep advancing in the path of brawn? That nature was reshaped by muscles. It seems your cognitive muscles aren't developed enough to appreciate the beauty of brawn. Rewrite the laws of the universe? Absolutely. If we push far enough along the path of the brawn, we could even rewrite the laws of the universe and reverse time. Is there really a path of the brawn in the cosmos? There isn't one yet, but who can say for certain that there won't be one in the future? It's not impossible. Having honed my body to perfection, my muscles are now like a black hole that exerts a gravitational pull on everything around me. The stronger my muscles, the tighter the shackling. When this muscle gravitational field reaches its peak, I shall forge the path of the brawn and become the brawn author. Since the muscle gravitational field is brawn new to me, I'll be glad to share the recipe for my special workout meal with you. This recipe is something that I've treasured for years. With it, you'll be able to train while maintaining a diet suitable for bodybuilding, just like me. You're becoming a bodybuilding maniac. The greatest feats are often seen as mania in the beginning. People can think of me however they want. So, make a wish upon my muscles. They will answer your call, as will I. Tell me about the path of the brawn. The brawn author will fulfill the wishes of every muscle cell. Ask away. The muscles hold all the answers. You don't look very muscular. The bodies of the Rainshadow people are built in a way that we eventually lose any muscle mass we build. Our muscles will gradually revert to their original state, no matter how much we exercise. Or so it seems. Nothing disappears for no reason, my friend, especially muscles. The truth is that they're all collecting quietly at the bottom of the path's ocean. Once the ocean is filled, the path of brawn shall emerge. Oh, a new path for us to embark on. Just a while ago, I had a dream where a pitch-black bottomless hole hung in the sky, and all the muscles that had disappeared were drifting into it. I believe that to be a sign of me ascending to the path of the brawn. How can I embark on the path of the brawn? Old-timers often recommend a healthy lifestyle and a balanced diet, but the true secret lies in one thing: regular exercise. Muscles can't grow overnight. They build strong pecs capable of withstanding cannibal attacks. Long-term regular training is essential. Do squats before meals, bench presses before bed. Make every second count, even when you're asleep. Make deadlifts and marathons a part of your dream. So join me, a future where muscles shall shine. Goodness. What brings you to the competition? Something resonated with my muscles. You see, my muscles have a soul of their own. Mine crave bigger, more demanding challenges. It's a simple response. I'm simply responding to their call. The condensed muscle particles surrounding the Sky Splitter, they crave violence and action. They yearn to clash and collide with others to take their strength to the next level. Even as we speak, my pecs and biceps are relentlessly compelling me to move, urging me to seek out other muscle gravitational fields. I suppose this is the inevitable destiny of those bound to the path of the brawn. That was interesting. Mechanical arm. Someone posted a video of a robot arm attached to a Scarcef on social media. In different civilizations, automaton designers all share a common trait. I really wish that there was a way to scroll these. You can scroll them in you can scroll them in mobile by tap, using the touchscreen. But you can't. Maybe I can Can I do this? Doesn't look like using the keyboard controls helps.
Darn it! She wasn't in the competition!
Huh. 706 years old. The war dance ceremony is nothing. Truth be told, I once participated in the Sword Championship Summit when I was 20 years old. My opponent was a white-haired woman. I let down my guard. She heavily wounded me with one stab. I've been recuperating ever since, and only fully recovered last week. May I ask how old you are, sir? I'm 706 years old. I see. She definitely went a little bit too hard. Participating fighters are all warming up at their own pace. Perhaps they need someone to lead them. If that's the case, why can't that be you? I'll lead the exercise. Everyone trusts your professionalism. Welcome, Rain. Please lead them. Oh no. What shenanigans are you getting into now, Stell? As everyone looks sluggish, it's time to start for the bank. Attention, at ease! Oh my god. Very good. Among them, some of their eyes shine with radiance. Some others vacantly void. You should get them started off. Neck exercise. Ready, go! Hands on hips. Lower your head. Raise it up. Rotate it left and right. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 3, 4. Everyone is warming up in an orderly fashion. Oh dear. It looks like there is someone slacking off, in dire need of your guidance. Don't think I'm not watching. Let's do it properly. The slacker has fixed up their movements. Looks like everyone is in shape. Chest expansion exercise. Let's go. Raise your arms up high. Hands in a horizontal line and get ready. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 3, 4. Oh dear, looks like there's someone slacking off in entire need of your strict guidance. You can try to fool me, but don't try and fool yourself. Slacker has fixed up their movements. Looks like everyone is in shape. Leg lunges. Get ready. Go. Move your leg forward. Bend it at a 90-degree angle. Push down with your body. Keep it straight. Get ready. Oh dear, looks like there's someone slacking off and dire need of your strict guidance. Boxing practice. Let's begin. Very good. This is what real warm-up looks like. Muscles stretched, joints flossed. The slacker has fixed their movements. Looks like everyone is in shape. It's all thanks to you that everyone got in rhythm of doing it right. You can now unburden yourself of your duty and quietly leave. Depart with militant style. Observe a bit more. Sorry to bother, but who are you? Call me, of course. I never leave my name or doing it. I'm just a coach. Call me the Galactic Baseballer. Who? Should I know you? You shake your head and leave silently. The contestants here don't need to know who you are, after all. All they need is to think about how they are going to complete their training. Away like a whisk of wind, leaving nary a name. What a face. Thank you, Miss Exercise. The heck is that? Upon use, there is a high chance to immediately heal a single ally by 50% of their max HP, and a small chance of immediately consuming HP equal to 99% of their max HP. Wow. I have many names. The Galactic Baseballer, Miss Exercise.
If we lose, so be it. We can always start over.
Leave me alone. I want some personal time. It's just a loss. It's not the end of the world. But I trained hard for 400 years. Only to be beaten by a literal child. The only thing that matters is in swordplay is skill. The time spent training doesn't mean much in the end. You go, leader of freestyle fighting. Don't go, my friend. Are you going to watch those prestigious sword duels? What should I be watching if not prestigious sword duels? You're right. The Orthodox sects offer suitable performances, and they are not suited to your tastes. Since I've already said so much, I won't beat around the bush. You see, I'm kind of scrawny. Honestly, I've been bullied since childhood. Since then, I've been wanting to get into martial arts. However, shortly after enrolling, I received news that our martial arts instructor was beaten up by interstellar pirates outside the school. From that moment on, I've been determined to abandon the traditional and honorable Xiao martial arts. So, I hope you can join our lawless brawl school. With a pair of scissors or a brick, you can make villains fall like leaves in the wind. Don't let justice be trapped by a weak body. So what are you teaching? Is your type of martial arts even legal? Stabbing, underhanded tactics, ganging up on opponents, weaponizing anything you pick up. Any sort of street brawl tactics and unorthodox methods you can think of them in the most systematic manner, using any means necessary without considering any consequences to bring down the enemy. In other words, I'll teach you how to win. I've been running my school for a while now. I'm in need of disciples like you to make a name for my school. Are you interested? Decide to gain a more in-depth understanding. It'd be fantastic if you're really interested. If there's anything you'd like to know, ask away. I'm happy to impart my knowledge generously. What is the lawless brawler style? I understand you might not be familiar with a lawless brawl. After all, not many are willing to acknowledge my martial arts as a form of style. Honestly, I don't really care. If you're asking about our most classic moves, it's definitely the crazy dog fist and explosive marble kick. From just the names, you can tell that these two moves emphasize craziness and explosiveness. Crazy means that making your moves chaotic, so enemies can't predict your next move. Explosive means every move is deadly, aiming straight for the most painful and despicable weak points. Once you master those techniques, whether it's eye-poking, spitting, or toe-stopping, they can be applied universally to double your efficiency. Of course, if reporting is an option, avoid fighting. If ganging up is possible, don't go solo. And if you can wield weapons, don't go empty-handed. Stability is the core of the lawless brawl style. Feels a little inhumane. It seems a little illegal. Is this child-friendly? Don't worry, I forbid underage kids from learning my art. And don't worry, the students at my school will thoroughly study Zanshao's criminal law before graduating. They also will ensure that their actions stay within the boundaries of justifiable self-defense. If a disciple gets into trouble and ends up in jail, they are not considered my disciple. Wow. Feels like you might be provoking others who share a trait as you. These folks really hate me to the core. They even say lawless brawl has no honor. It's undignified and embarrassing for our Zanshu martial arts. Do I look like I care? No matter how flashy your moves are, if you don't win, you're just punching the air. Bandits won't surrender because your moves look cool. Oh, ask around the major boxing gyms in the Exalting Sanctum. Those who trash talk the loudest, who dares to spar me openly. Even if I do nothing but stand before them, they'll feel a twinge in their knees and behinds. Are you competing on the Sky Splitter? To be frank, I don't think I'm qualified to compete on the Sky Splitter. Besides, all my martial arts are angled towards dealing with thugs and not those martial arts experts. They are the real masters. But I hope more people will see the lawless brawl and gain more interest in it. Not everybody can be as strong as Lieutenant Yang King and the General, but if we ordinary folks can be just a bit tougher than the thugs and a bit braver than yesterday, we can be the heroes in our own stories. Lawless brawl is a weapon that belongs to us ordinary people. Good chatting with you. Don't worry, my friend. The doors of the lawless brawl are always open to you. Your fighting style is literally just kicking people in the nuts. I see you up there, Chest. How do I get that? Okay. Oh, come on. Firefly should be able to get up there. Boo.
Don't spread it around. These are all insider secrets. Strictly confidential.
Rookie assassin. A new face. Another new participant from somewhere? You can count on this old veteran if you have any questions. I'll have you running off in no time. Oh, that's not right. I'll make you understand the ardor of the Sky Splitters tournament. Simply put, all newcomers will eventually hit a wall in this contest. I, Kanzi, am that wall. You're pretty smug, aren't you, old veteran? Are you really that old? You think I'm here to participate in the tournament? I'm overly smug. Don't think I can't sense the sarcasm dripping from your words. Not that I care. Smug is my middle name. I was told this once by someone. Kanji has never coveted the champion's title, only the crushing of newbies. I think this is a fair assessment. I may seem like a hobbyist contender, a compatriot among newcomers, but I have preserved and beating down newcomers for centuries. My beloved moniker by the community is Newbie Killer. It's not because you can't get ahead to the next level. You're gravely mistaken if you think that's the case. I'm not trying to be modest, but I could have advanced long ago with my skills. It's just that this is my comfort zone. Of course, I have my reasons for doing this. Think about it. If you view the newcomer's phase as part of the contestant's entire career, isn't it like the adolescence in a person's life? When anyone's in their youth, they will undoubtedly run into troubles and tribulations. Those experiences of regret and remorse will become beautiful memories in the distant future. Personally, spending your youth without regrets is the most regrettable thing. The sorrow of youth shouldn't be used to bully the earnest. You're not meant to leave behind your regrets with youth. You make it sound so loftily, but you really just want to feel superior. The look of creeping depression of a newcomer doubting their own ability, it's simply addicting. They have no one else to blame for the inferiority. Train harder if you're crap, and if you get lost, if you can't handle the loss. Don't try to dissuade me. I've got my own principles. Aside from what we spoke about, what else do you want to ask? Where did you learn your martial arts? I bet you don't know this. We Vidihara can be reborn from the cyclicity. Even if we can't inherit our abilities from the previous cycle, we can still record what we've learned for the next cycle. The previous me was a master martial artist. Before I was reborn, I would record all I learned in a journal, including the skill of exhalation, chi suppression, and unarmed combat moves. I trained according to the instructions left behind by my previous self, and the martial arts inevitably improved. On the path of martial arts, I am someone who was born at the starting line. It's not considered cheating if I learn for myself, is it? Any newcomers I should pay attention to? To be honest, I did encounter a pretty troublesome newbie. I was defeated, and unable to leave any regrets for him. If I'm the newbie killer, that guy would probably be the veteran slayer. You heard of Luca, that outworld fighter who challenged Lieutenant Ling Zheng? I'm his coach. And no wonder he had the aura of a championship on him. Speaking of which, while the previous me was an exceptional martial artist, but according to my records, he encountered a red-haired Outworlder contestant in the war dance. I think his name was Igor? That fellow was one-armed, replaced by a metallic prosthetic. The previous me was a strict observer of traditional martial etiquette. I'd wanted to take a photo first, but the Outworlder was dishonorable. When the match started, before the previous me could get his pose ready, he was sent flying out of the ring by a vicious uppercut. Because of this, the previous me died with a heart full of regret. Hang on, red-haired, one-armed prosthetic. We couldn't have run into the same metaphorical blade of a demigod, could we? Have you any insights on fighting newcomers? Great question. Find out about your opponent's weaknesses and make the utmost preparation. Actually, this is secondary. You only need to remember one rule. Never, ever be merciful. As long as you can accomplish this, newbie or not, you will be able to crush your opponent. Okay, let's go up to here next.
Attention, all visitors. Those who have lost any belongings should stop by the Visitor Service Center for retrieval.
White-haired one is a senior executive in the IPC. Wait, is Topaz here? Even the management is here to compete? So what? Look at that gray-haired coach. Been buddies with our general for ages. All these big shots are all really that skilled in martial arts? It must be because of their self-discipline. Director Topaz is so skilled. Oh gosh, she is here. We can't escape Topaz. She won't hurt the other contestants, right? Okay, so she's going to be one of the people we're fighting. Don't worry, she knows what she's doing. Is that person just standing on top of the railing over there? That's good, that's good. Just go over to the other side, I guess? Oh no, actually it goes down to the match floor.
What's so interesting about all of this violence?
I told you it'd be a great decision to spend our honeymoon at the Lofu, sweetie. We even called the word dance ceremony, huh? You're just here in the Lofu because you wanted to see the ceremony, right? I don't think this violent fighting is fun at all. I wish the Fang knew we were at the Fangyu and soaking in the hot springs. You can go visit the hot springs anytime, but missing out on such an exciting martial competition means you'll miss it forever. Well, enjoy yourself at the martial competition then. I'm gonna go shopping at RM Alley. Don't watch it if you don't like it then, you uncultured. What did you say, honey? I said I love you forever and ever, my dearest wife. Fang Yang, humankind's mightiest. Oh, what a shame. I thought you worthy, but I was wrong. This little sky splitter boasted about attracting the greatest martial artists in the cosmos. Got me all hyped up. What a letdown it's been. You are the one who's not worthy. I'm the one who decides who's worthy or who's not. You're bold to make such a claim, but you're simply not strong enough. Don't get me wrong. You're already a standout among these clowns, but that's exactly why I find it a shame. Just look at them. Feeble punches, unrefined swordplay, clumsy footwork, sluggish reflexes. It's a mystery why they even think they're good enough to be here. They might as well fly a flag that says, "I'm just happy to be here." All of them combined aren't even close to holding a candle. Are you supposed to be up there, or is this like... is this a bug? Like, you're not even, like, balanced on that rail. You're, like, on your tiptoes. Talk is cheap. Did you even sign up for the competition? And play house with the kids. The thought alone is insulting enough. I refuse to lower myself to that. I defeated the armed archaeologist task force, taking down beast ships and a deflected ion cannons point blank. One move is all I need to beat everyone here. If I step into that arena, the match would be over before it even begins. And where would the fun be in that? Besides, I've already signed a non-aggression pact with the Zensho and pledged to abstain from violence within the Alliance's borders. If I fail to keep my strength in check and sink the Luofu, who's going to be held accountable for that? Confident, huh? Up for a spar? Fledglings don't appreciate kindness anymore these days. For your own good, I'm not going to spar with you. It's so lonely at the top. But I won't give up on searching for a worthy opponent. If you think of someone that fits the bill, let me know. About the contestants. They're lucky to be living in peaceful times. During the Denizens of Abundance Wars, those moves would have been more like a dance arts than martial arts. Especially those that prattle on and on about ultimate moves and secret arts, arcane techniques, and whatnot. They weren't lying when they say it's empty vessels that make the most noise. Only the weak rely on such tricks. True strength needs no embellishment, just raw power. I can recommend some formidable opponents to you. They say they better be formidable, as you say. I'll go get General Fei Xiao. It'd be terrible news. It'd be terrible if news of the Great Merlin's Claw losing to me in a duel outside of the Zhanzhou Luofu spreads. It could shake the unity and stability of the Zhanzhou Alliance, especially among the Verdant Knights. I'll go get Lieutenant Yang King. I can't bear to see a young man lose his life senselessly when he has brought such a bright future ahead of him. Give him time to grow. I know an Emanator who has lost her way. An Emanator? Send me an Aeon. And we'll talk. I'll take you on myself. As I've told you before, you should embrace your life instead of throwing it away so carelessly. Save your breath. I can't think of anyone who can beat me. Besides, it's been an issue for too long to be hurrying now. How are you so strong? I wasn't always this strong. When I was 10, it took me some effort to even bring down a beast ship. I've worked as a miner and a mercenary, and my fortunes turned. After my fortunes turned, I even spent a few years playing survival in the wild of the cosmos. Guns and blades, beasts and bugs, I spent ages waging battle after battle against the mightiest creatures of the galaxy, all to hone my body. It wasn't until one day when I looked back on my life and I realized I can sort people of this world into two categories, myself and the weak. Wow. There's full of yourself, and then there's this guy. This goes down, back down to the other area. Puzzle. Yes.
Impressive. Impeccable precision.
Want to be a mech pilot? Join the IPC. The class of sea life and freedom will come back. Want to be a mech pilot? Join the IPC. The class of sea life and freedom will come back. Want to be a mech pilot? Join the IPC. The class of sea life and freedom will come back.
Okay, let's go over to the other side here. Okay, here's our new Echo of War. Anyone else down here? Nope. Let's go over to the other side.
Oh, do you think combining kung fu with singing and dancing would work?
What?
Taste the ocean. The thalassophone.
Nah. Hey, you reckon we can get popular if we combine martial arts with singing and dancing? Nah. Oh, come on, you're so young, but your heart is already so old. That's conservative thinking. What the audience wants now is cross-disciplinary performances. See? Now it's all about immersion actors singing. Singers doing crosstalk. Crosstalk artists doing magic tricks. And those trained in magic tricks going into acting. Isn't that just a hot mess? It's all about being versatile these days. You can't stop the audience from... Where's that bird shadow coming from? Oh, it's from there. You can't stop the audience from voting with their wallets. Please stop misrepresenting the audience.
Were you two brought here by the scalper too?
Were you two here brought by the scalper at the front door too? Tell me about it. He got us in, but we have to pay and make up for the ticket again. Initially, he said he knows someone inside. Seeing how confident he was, we decided to pay him. When it came time to get our tickets checked, he suddenly held down the gate staff and told us to run inside as fast as we could. I even lost a shoe running in, but there are staff members everywhere in the venue. It was so awkward. You still had it good. My scalper took me along several nooks and crannies before finding a low wall. It took me so much effort to scale it and get in, and I even twisted my ankle. So, did you successfully skip on the ticket? I landed on a cloud night when I jumped down the wall, so here I am making up for the tickets.
Inspection complete. Nothing suspicious.
Okay. I only have 4. How do I get this? I think I see how. No, that actually won't work. Yeah, because I... Interesting. How do I get this one? 1... Oh, I think I see. 1. No, not that. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go.
Impressive. Impeccable precision.
I like these puzzles. Take a look at this. This looks like a Hex and Nexus remake ad. This ad's placement inside the skies. Ad's placement is inside the Sky Splitter's levitator? Putting something that parents avoid right under the noses of children? This is a new low to making money. Seriously, practically poison for the soul. Hey, you say something too. Do you think it's appropriate to have a Hexinus ad here? Of course. Huh. Think more seriously. I don't think you're fit to use the levitator. I didn't want to dampen the mood the other day, but I really have to lodge a complaint about the management quality of the Sky Splitter. Such a crass game ad plastered in the levitator. And so many kids watch the match, I die of embarrassment in the levitator. Parents and teachers are trying to teach kids to be more positive and stay away from games. Yet you dare to plaster such rubbish right in front of us. It's a crime, I say. Think about what you would do if your own child saw that. Suppose it'd be fine? It would be fine, I suppose? No way, I do not wish to be seen alongside the uncouths like you. Yes, you're absolutely right. We'll tear it down right now. You exhale a drawn-out breath. Finally clearly seeing the hex in this ad, in all its brand new glory, it is a stark, naked, 3-phase cube. To think the hex cube even came up with such an ad, outrageous. Listening to them anymore will only get your head spinning harder before you realize that the parent has already left with his child.
Were you two brought here by the scalper too? Oh, do you think combining kung fu with singing and dancing will work?
That was an exciting match.
The opponents are neck and neck. My palms are sweating, getting sweaty watching them. I haven't felt so heated up in centuries. Oh, you want to go up on stage and try your martial arts moves too? It's not going to happen in this lifetime. Hopefully I can become more martial after my hatching rebirth. Dreaming. All the contestants have worked hard and shed blood and sweat to get here. I've read novels where they say having a eureka moment is better than 100 years of hard training. I'll get my eureka moment in this life, and I'll definitely make it in the next life. Isn't that the same as people saying I'll eat more today and exercise tomorrow?
Inspection complete. Nothing suspicious.
How Hongling fanatical Yangqing fan? That's a lie. There are no Yangqing fans. Can you hit me? Whack violently. Sounds like, okay. I didn't ask you to hit that hard. Now I'm certain that is real. Do you know, I actually hugged Master Yangqing? We even took a photo together. This photo is going to be my family heirloom. If only I ran a little faster, perhaps I could have gotten Master Yangqing's autograph. It's just Yangqing, someone who I once defeated. How dare you? Apologize to Master Yangqing immediately. I apologize to Master Yangqing. Actually, I know Yangqing pretty well. I don't believe you. Can anyone claim to know Master Yangqing better than me? Hold on. Deep breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out. I need to calm myself down. Alright. Look for me anytime you want to talk about Master Yangqing. You mentioned that you hugged Yangqing. It's actually very simple. As the saying goes, in the world of martial arts, speed is king. It's the same thing with chasing after your idol. All that matters is being fast enough. To raise my speed and strength, I trained so much in running and grappling techniques for over a month that I even wore out several pairs of shoes. Those Cloud Knights in charge of security could not even catch up to me. When I got onto the stage, I hugged Master Yangqing tightly, and it took quite a while before they managed to separate you. Cloud Knights did not lock you up. Master Yangqing instructed the Cloud Knights to not make things difficult for me, so they only severely reprimanded me. Master Yangqing is truly a top-class idol who cares about his fans. Who wouldn't like him? Apparently I'm on some blacklist right now. What a joke. I don't care about that. What exactly do you like about Yangqing? Because he's the ideal that I always aspire to become. Since young, I've dreamed of becoming an unparalleled swordmaster, eradicating abominations for the Rainshadow and accomplishing outstanding feats. However, due to my mediocre talent, my sword skills remained rudimentary, and I could not even pass the selection examination for the Cloud Knights. However, the appearance of Master Yangqing reignited the spark within me. Compared to someone mediocre like me, he's a genius at the sword, and I hope that my dreams can be realized through him. Watching Master Yangqing is like watching my dreams come to fruition. When I look at how hard he works, I feel like I've gained some strength too. Even without talent, I'll continue to pursue swordsmanship in hopes of becoming a swordsmaster like Master Yangqing. Actually, I've always been supportive of Yangqing, and you must join our Yangqing Galactic Fan Club. Fan Club is a group created by fans to better support Master Yangqing. We periodically organize fan events where we wear the same fan outfits and shout fan slogans together. We also publicly hold publicity and promotional events, fan gatherings, and fan work creation events. You can talk about this in depth if you're interested to find out more. That's all I wanted to ask. See. Go back.
Attention all visitors. If you encounter any difficulties, please feel free to ask any nearby venue staff or visit the Visitor Service Center for assistance.
Oh my god, that is a... Some of the people here have changed. That's a giant poster of Topaz.
Taste the ocean. The philosophy in Sumosu Fishing Society.
I wonder if that means she's my next opponent then. Because I'm seeing a lot of IPC workers around. I don't remember that art there before.
Attention all
Please
visitors.
place your personal belongings onto the security belt.
A smooth entry. Dear visitors, welcome to the sky.
For those visiting the main
Choose
stage,
star-picking tours for an up-close experience with the competitors.
swiftly, using the visitor's lane to complete your ticket verification.
Standing by the door, you see a Cloud Knight neither guarding nor seeming to want to go inside. Just when he seems lost in his dilemma, he catches sight of you, and an attitude of seeing his savior pours forth through the gaps in his helmet. Miss, please wait. I know you possess considerable talent. Please help me. There's a dangerous criminal that has taken a 700-year-old old man hostage. Strange, would anyone from the sound show really stress that a 700-year-old was an old man? I need you to help me guard this door. The criminal is not aware of us yet. I need to go and get reinforcements. Who needs reinforcements? One baseball bat is enough for me. Can't you just not make a phone call? Although I have heard tell of your great strength as a Cloud Knight, I cannot take risks when it comes to safety of a hostage. That is especially true when the hostage is an elderly man. Anyway, please stay here and keep a close eye on the door. If the kidnapper tries to break the door down or make a move, please try and buy some time. I'll be right back. Cloud Knight disappeared in front of you, your very eyes before you. Eden had time to say no. Now you're the only person left to face this mysterious door. Wait a second. How do you know that Cloud Knight isn't just messing around? Maybe try listening in and seeing what's going on. You had a lot more to say for yourself before, old man. Why so quiet now? Don't be so smug, youngster. I may have been careless and let you capture me, but I have 7 grandsons, each one of them with their own unique skills. If I go missing for a while, they're sure to come looking. Plus, I can sense that there is a powerful someone behind that door right now. What, there's someone strong here? That's the case. I'm coming in. Master, please stay calm. There is no need for you to get involved in this. My grandsons are all seed competitors that came to take part in the war dance. Please, give these youngsters a chance to prove themselves. Enough nonsense. You're just blowing hot air. As the words, I have 7 grandsons, seem to echo through your ears, you suddenly notice a huge group of men behind you. That's not creepy at all. Grandchildren? Grandpa's trails end here, so he must be still nearby. Excuse me, have you seen an old man? Where did you all come from? We come from whence we came. And go to where we will go. That's enough pointless riddles. Come and save me. Those 6 outside have just arrived. Let me count them. Stand still, so I can count you properly. Oh, so these are your 7 grandsons? That's right, you're in for it now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why are there only 6? Is that one with the gray hair yours as well? No, I don't know her, but I know she's a powerful martial master. Can't escape right now, so I need you to guide my grandsons and orchestrate my rescue. My grandsons, you must heed the orders of this gray-haired master. Yes, Grandpa, please give us your orders, gray-haired lady. Gray-haired lady, who should go into battle first? Why am I suddenly the commander? Fine, who should I send in first? What even is going on right now? Fighter in yellow? Grandpa, don't worry, I'll save you. I am a true master who will make their enemies' attacks completely useless. I'm his favorite grandson. You all stay back. I will save him myself. Before I learned to walk, I learned to channel my inner energy. No attack can harm me, and I have never known in my life the meaning of a wound. Wait for me, grandfather. I'm coming to save you. Let me teach you one thing, kidnapper. Only a body that perseveres can be undefeated. He's glowing. That amber glow, could it be? That's right. This grandson of mine's precious technique is sky mending. As soon as it's activated, he's like the firmament arbiter among mortals. No man can harm him. So how are you going to overpower me? Ha! Don't be so arrogant. I'm not scared of some little supernatural magic tricks. Overpower you? No, I've mastered sky mending, but it cannot be used for offense. Only defense. As long as I don't interrupt my technique, no one can harm me. So you can't harm me either. Indeed. And why should I even bother with you? Go stand in the corner. Old man, call your next grandson. Next grandson, come save Grandpa. Fighter in green. The kidnapper is Trixie. It looks... Looks like we will have to use our sibling bond to deal with them. Exactly. I hope this one works out for you. Show us a hot-blooded combo attack. Brother 5 and I have the perfect combination. One of us controls the water and the other conducts lightning. I cannot believe this kidnapper has forced us to join forces. This is truly an honor for him. Exactly. Don't shock your grandpa into smithereens. No need to fear. We have dedicated great study to the path of the hunt. We excel at solo contests, and we will not harm the innocent. Exactly. Just sit back and watch our powerful combination as we save our grandpa. Exactly. You cannot help but feel concern for the kidnapper behind the door. As you sense the fighting spirit of these two siblings, you feel as though you can sense the rage of pure lightning and roaring waves. Why don't we talk this out? Silence! You kidnapped our grandfather, and you lost the right to negotiate a long time ago. That's right, brother. Let us do a battle cry to evoke our courage, our friendship, for our bonds, for the future. Stop yelling nonsense and call it an attack. Dragon spirit. Dragon flood. No, don't! At that moment, lightning strikes and thunder claps. The lights aboard the Sky Splitter flickered in unison for a few minutes before returning to normal. Is there anyone else still out there? They're on the ground twitching. Do you want to call a doctor or something? Don't worry, this isn't the first time they're used to it. I never really thought that you would consider elemental reactions when practicing martial arts. Great him. I can't with this anymore. Oh my god. Who's next? I did not expect you to send me into the contests. Foolish kidnapper, you were in for it now. And lift a star skip with a single hand and make myself bigger or smaller as I please. I'll crush you like an ant, kidnapper. There we go, that's the spirit. Enough rambling. The red-cladded warrior takes off his top to expose his buff, wiry upper body and charges into the room alone. Suddenly, you hear a huge thud from outside the door as if a giant creature had hit his head on the ceiling and collapsed. I'll give it to you, Leech. You have some party tricks. That had nothing to do with me. He suddenly enlarged himself and knocked at his own head. How can you blame me for that? Sounds like you were off to a head start, so he's more of a headbanger. No need to fear. I have raised these grandsons for years. For this very moment, gray-haired master, send in my next grandson. Who's gonna fail next? Fighter in purple. It's finally time for us to take the stage. Us? You and who? Are you looking down on me? Suddenly, a slightly displeased voice starts to call out from the void behind the purple-clad warrior. Brother 6, she isn't looking down on you. She can't even see you. No, I'm sorry. I misunderstood. I practice techniques to conceal myself, and I forgot normal people cannot see me. I may not have any martial arts skills, but I have a secret vessel, my amethyst gold gourd. If I call my enemy's name and they respond to me, they will be sucked inside the amethyst gold gourd. This is some high fantasy stuff. Brother 6, let's go. Alright. You feel like you can hear a faint sound, like the sound of air being sucked inside something. Does that show profanity? This is bad. Oh, it's not over yet, Brother 6. Our great moment to shine is just beginning. There's just one of you. Hurry up then, I'm getting tired. Oh, so confident. Don't you see some real power? Brother 6, now! Brother 6? Where is he gone? Stop hiding. You responded when I called your name just now, so... Wait. That shows we're petty. This is bad. You hear the sound of a punch knocking someone onto the ground and have a rough understanding of the unsurprising outcome. How many times have I told you, don't just leave that damn gourd open all the time? Don't get so worked up, old man. Anger can be bad for your health at your age. Forget it, grandson. Where are you, grandson? I need another grandson. I cannot allow my family to be disgraced like this. Okay, the last grandson. I've never been a fan of violence. Defeating a kidnapper is all about using your wits. Give me one look at this villain and I shall know his weaknesses, his movements, and his trends. None of these sounds like an attack. Believe me, I shall have victory. Orange-clad warrior calmly walks through the door, so confident that he could perceive all. Give up now, pathetic kidnapper. I can see through any technique you might have. My eyes see in all directions, and expose all stealth techniques. My ears hear all sound waves, no matter the distance. What are you talking about? No flashy technique to deceive my ears and eyes. Though you can lie with your words, your muscles and your heart rate tell the truth. Just like how your lower body is moved slightly and your fist is clenching tight, I am certain that you are planning to approach me while I talk and punch me in the nose. Oof! Judging from the sound, that was a one-hit KO. Ah, look at that. You were right. Grandson! Sorry, I could not help myself. Oof, don't get so cocky. Raid Headmaster, send the next grandson. So it's all over? You have no grandsons left. Then I'm counting on you, Grand Headmaster. Complete this mission, and I shall take you as my adopted grandson. Old man, take advantage of me like that. I'll beat you myself. Why don't you just call me uncle? Okay, Grandpa, I'm coming to save you. Great Lord Sanctus Medicus, I can't handle this mess. Just as you prepare to draw your bat and enter the room, the kidnapper and the tied hostage walk out of the room, just in time to be greeted by Cloud Knight reinforcements. Thanks for your help. I called for reinforcements to come to save the What's going on? I surrender, I surrender. I should have expected no less from you, Rain. To pull off a textbook hostage rescue in such a short amount of time is truly amazing. You have no idea. We suffered heavy losses. I have reformed the kidnapper. Please let me go. Sir, please take me away. I surrender. I confess. This old man sent an army of crazy people to come and torture me one after another. No, it was my teaching that failed me. I will return and give them a whole new education. I will teach them to fight as one. When that time comes, I will find you and test out their strength. No, please, old man, I was wrong. Please, let me go. Take your band of clowns home and keep an eye on them. Don't let them torture anyone ever again. Please, I'm begging you. Well, as the criminal has been brought to justice, you can leave the rest to us. It is thanks to your help, Rain, that we were able to rescue the hostage without him coming to harm. I am forever grateful. It honestly has nothing to do with me. I didn't do anything. If I'm honest, I'm sympathizing with the kidnapper. One simple kidnapper is no trouble for me. Be that as it may, please accept this reward as a token of our gratitude. I'll be taking the criminal witness back with me. And we meet again. All that was something. Witness 7 talented children rescue the elder of the Sky Splitter. Oh my god. Okay, well, I think I'm gonna call it there for today. Got this little, whatever this little event is here to do, and then I think after that we've explored everything currently to do in this area. We can continue the main quest there next. If anything else has changed. I think it's only the other side that changes with the contestant. That just goes back down to the engine room there.
let's put you to the test.
Okay, yep, I'll call it a day there, and we will pick up on this next time.